is it you pray for?
Greetings, salutations, and welcome into the 47th episode of Abyssal Musings. My name is Samuel the Infamous, aka Zulu, and with me are my co-hosts Lawrence Knight and Nomi Without You. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing it pretty good. Sorry, I just I'm having technical issues. There we go, fixed it. I don't know why, but I was hearing double. But I'm doing really good. I had a heavy meal at Cracker Barrel, and life's been good. Life's pretty good. So, and I walked in. It smelled like pumpkin spice lattes, and they had their Christmas stuff up. They had their Halloween stuff up. So I'm like, oh, yay! I tweeted this before, like fall's officially here, and here comes Samuel raining down on my parade a few weeks ago, and he's like, but it's not. So,
because it isn't.
but in my heart and in spirit and at Cracker Barrel, it is. So screw you, Samuel.
That's fair.
And you know what? And it's funny. And the thing is too, I heard a little bit of tinge of that Texan accent when you said Cracker Barrel. I like that.
Cracker Barrel. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Cracker Barrel.
If you want to know the way to my heart, it is Cracker Barrel. I am there every week. I love Cracker Barrel. So like Wednesdays and Thursdays are my favorite because Wednesdays are their chicken cheddar broccoli casserole, and Thursday is their Thursday is their turkey and dressing dish.
Yeah.
And then
Cracker
I
Barrel's
also
good stuff.
It is. And then I brought some leftovers so I can have biscuits and gravy for tomorrow's breakfast. And then like, with coffee and some orange juice. I just love Cracker Barrel.
She's
Some
so excited.
gunpowder casserole.
Yeah. So it shows how much I love Cracker Barrel. So if I ever have a bad day, I just, pick myself up and take myself to Cracker Barrel.
Nice.
So, like how was your week, Mr. Samuel?
It's been chaotic. So after we took that week off, and I've been trying to get the algorithm fixed because it kind of tanked a little bit. Not as bad as I thought it would have, but still bad enough that I've been trying to get those numbers up again. Last weekend, I did 8 live streams in 4 days.
That is a busy week.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you did.
Then I did some shorts the day after the last of those 8 live streams, and the day after that I was invited onto another live stream on Rumble as a guest, which went pretty well, I think. The Iron Man podcast, go check it out. It was a pretty cool interview, pretty cool guy. I'm glad I met him. And then that night I decided to slap together a couple of clip videos, which when I say slap together, it took about 4 hours to put them both together. And then I threw them out, and I actually had set them to, as it turns out, YouTube has this neat feature where you can set them to release at specific times. So I set them to release at more high traffic times than 3:00 in the damn morning, and it's just been. And then I think I did another game stream after that, and then here we are again. So it's been a very busy week trying to fix that algorithm and also get back into the swing of things and teach myself some new editing tricks. And I've got my day job on top of all of that. So yeah, that's how I'm doing. So.
Okay. Well,
busy man.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Nomi Without You? How's your week been?
The week went by very fast. I'm not complaining about it, so I'm happy about that. I got some stuff done personally in my life. I had to reorganize a lot in my house and just organizing my bedroom. What else? Just living life. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild, just ho hum. But I may have made, along with Samuel, like slapping videos together, and it's not easy. It's not. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's not quick. I made 2 videos.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Are they out yet?
No, I'm gonna wait for those. So you'll see one on Monday for sure.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, because I mean, I have notifications set for your channel, but they don't always go off like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Sorry for doggy tail back here.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Larry, how's everything going in your world?
Well, I have to say that this week is definitely gone by faster than last week while I was out of town. So I'm sure you guys were wondering about that. Yeah, I was out of town all last week, and if those of you who follow a certain feline, um, then you probably are aware of that. But I will say that this week went a lot quicker than last week. Last week dragged, and then my flight got delayed, and I wasn't happy about that. but but yeah, um my flight my flight back was because I had to take a connection flight, and it was interesting. I was my first flight. Thankfully, the flight it was supposed to be an hour and a half, and I got to the first airport in 48 minutes. There was a tall guy that was sitting behind me, and he had his knees was digging into my back. And then there was this lady was sitting next to me, and I don't understand where these airlines come at it, where they say, well, you can't bring liquid and stuff onto the plane because these people were bringing Starbucks, water, all kinds of stuff on the plane. This lady brought a banana in. She brought a banana, a big one, and ate the whole thing, right? And I was like, okay, sister's not gonna say nothing. But if you guys didn't know anything about bananas, depending on how your stomach rolls, that's not always a good thing. This lady was farting next to me the entire time, and the little air circulators that's above you was circulating it, and she was letting it rip the like every 5 minutes, the entire trip, and the air circulated at the place, and she just kept letting them rip to the point that she had to get up and go to the bathroom. And then came and by the time she had to go to the bathroom, it was like 5 minutes before we left. I mean, before we landed. No, she went in there like 10 minutes before we landed. She was in there for about 5 minutes, then came back, sat down, and started letting them rip again, all the way to the point that we got off the plane.
Yeah, that sounds.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it does. That doesn't sound fun at all.
Oh man, it was bad, dude.
I mean, it's not as bad as what earlier this week that a flight from Atlanta going to Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, that's we're gonna talk about that tonight. I have the video.
Okay, you have the video.
I don't watch that again.
Too bad. Too bad. We gotta sit there and watch you. We have to watch that photo of you with those washboard abs that I know you didn't earn.
Oh no, not at all. That's all painted on. I got Ellen Page abs going on.
You don't get those on a snake diet.
No, you get those like Ellen Page does by spray painting them on.
That's true.
Anyway, let's say hello to the chat.
Hey.
We've got Kohai Maskist is with us. We have MSK Content Entertainment. This is the gentleman who interviewed me Wednesday night. MSK,
Nice. I heard about that. I will
great,
be watching. I will be watching the interview when I get a chance. I've been watching the Human Tornado all day, so he.
I need to get back with that guy. So I saw your Twitter message. So yeah, I will return the message in a second.
All right. We got Shadow with us. Good to see you, kid. Been giving him a little bit of shit on Twitter this week, but it's fine. It's well deserved. But he knows we love him. I'm nowhere near as harsh as some of the others are. Most of the time.
That's debatable.
Most of the time. He knows it's with, what passes for love in my cold, dead heart. Hello, Kohai. Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, we got Midnight Horror with us. It's been a minute, man. Glad you made it back to us. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We got Clue in the chat with us. Always good to see you, brother. He came on last week's Abyssal Musings after you dipped out, Nomi, and he and I then proceeded to totally black pill the internet while Larry fell asleep for an hour.
I sure did. I woke up. I woke up 2 seconds before he said, "Larry, what you got going on? What you
Yeah.
got going on?"
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Bro, I
Um,
was jet lagged and running and down all kinds of stuff. I drove down. I
You were
was
like,
running.
I wasn't
mhm,
sleeping. No,
yep.
Oh
what?
no, I told him I
Yeah.
was out. I told him I was like, bro, I was out.
Oh my gosh.
We have Love It Ever After. Good to see you.
I love it.
Welcome to the show.
I don't. Who's love it?
Love
She's
it.
just
Duh.
she does she's been on panels with Nomi before.
Yes.
She's a really
Okay.
nice lady.
She's super
Okay.
sweet.
Well. Let me. I'll make sure. I don't know if she has a channel or anything, but let's let's pull a Knitters Network and start advertising. If anybody
Well,
has a channel of their own, if you guys have a channel, feel free to push your channel in the chat.
actually, we have a couple of moderators in chat, Kohai and Shadow. If people got channels and they want to advertise them, go ahead and drop the links in the chat if you will. Um, Rising Tide lifts all ships and all that. So more than happy to help support other people. Y'all are supporting us. So
Yeah.
R2, good to see you, buddy. Sorry about not being able to make it tonight. The work got stupid and then my phone died. And it's just like,
Hey, I'll hold on. I'll be right back. I just heard a loud thud upstairs, which tells me that my son rolled out of his bed again. I'll be
Okay.
no
right back.
worries. No worries at all. So glad to see you all. Glad y'all made it to the show. Again, R2, sorry about this afternoon. I was planning to be there, or this evening. I was planning to be there, but like I said, it's one of those things. My work schedule is a little wonky, so I make it to Royal Rumble when I can. But sometimes stuff gets away from me. Like we were shorthanded today. Somebody bled all over the front lobby. It just, there was
Oh.
stuff happened today. Today was not a great day for pretty much anything. So
it was a bloody situation.
yeah. So I didn't see the bleeding. I just saw the blood after the fact. So
Was it a lot of blood?
I was like a couple of drops, but you know how people get about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a biohazard. Well, yes, it is, but don't fucking lick it and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Don't touch it. Don't lick it. It's like if it's droplets, leave it alone.
Yeah. I'm
If
gonna
there's
poke at it and then stick my finger up my nose. I mean, don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Okay. Don't fall and land in it. Don't play hopscotch in it.
Yeah, it's just, but otherwise, it's just going to sit there. It's not like any of the pathogens that may or may not be in that blood droplet can just jump out of it.
Yep.
It's not how that works. So like, for instance, HIV. HIV is not an airborne virus. It requires a living biome in order to survive.
Wait, I have to disagree with that.
Well, you can
It's
disagree with
airborne.
it, but that's the facts.
No, it's airborne if you take infected blood and throw it at somebody.
That's not the same thing as airborne, Larry.
Is it flying
In terms
through
of
the air?
viruses.
Is it flying through the air if you throw it?
I mean, he's
Anyway.
not wrong, but
he's wrong.
he's wrong. So, yeah.
Anyway, it's always good to see you guys. I'm glad we're back on schedule. And I'm glad everybody here in the chat. I thank you all for coming. And we know it's a late show. We know we're up against Dermy Wormy's Ballbusters show, which is, to be fair, pretty entertaining if you're into super degeneracy. So I get it if people are over there watching that instead. But if you want to fuck Dermy over, hey, come watch us.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Wait.
We don't have back tacos here.
It sounds like Dermy Wormy is to you what Richard L is to me.
No. I actually, this is sort of a manufactured kind of thing. Like I get along with Dermy great behind the scenes, but I'm one of those people who will like just give him endless shit in public just because it's funny.
Yeah, like me and Richard L. I don't hate
yeah.
Richard at all.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's like anytime we've used any of his content on this show or on Abyssal Musings or anything like that, I have his permission to do that. I have asked him specifically about that, and he's given me permission to do it. I don't use any of his stuff without his say so.
Hey, hold on, I have to say hello to the white Barry White, Mr. Caucasian Sasquatch. I say now every day it's a getting closer to. I'm not gonna finish that.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to sing the Nomi version of it because I'm looking right at Nomi. I'm like, I can't sing that version.
Yeah. Welcome in, Sasquatch. It's always good to see you. MSK Content Entertainment. Good to see you again, brother. Had a great time the other night. So, I have no nemesis. I don't know. I think the guy with the blurry camera might be your nemesis.
Yeah.
You know, he got one good one off. Either that or you're blurry. Maybe it wasn't the blurry camera at all. Maybe Sasquatch is blurry. That's
Blurry,
possible.
blurry sass watch.
Yeah. So, yeah. So last week we were just kind of catching up with each other and having just a kind of a rambling conversation that got really, really dark after Larry fell asleep. But it was still fun for me because I love that shit. But this week Larry does have a program for us. Why don't you tell us what's on the docket for tonight, man?
Well, yeah, as Nomi knows very well because we had a text about this. I texted her the warning. I've also told you, as you guys know,
Hi, JV.
today is two things. Not only is this quiz day, it's that time of the month, but it's also Abyssal time of the month.
It's
So
that time of the month, really?
Yes, it is.
That's how you're going to say that?
I said Abyssal, but I mean infamous. This is our monthly infamous episode.
I would rethink about what you said about it being that time of the month because it could be that time of the week versus
our
a month.
flow chart is in town.
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
We are past Shark Week, so
yeah. I didn't mean it. No, JV, you guys know dang well that's not what I meant. But I will rephrase that. It is. How about this? It is not only is it quiz day, but it is infamous day. So what do we have today? We have some advertisements for you guys, and courtesy of Netters Network. Um, two outstanding people, Netters and Troy. Great channel. If you guys haven't checked out Netters Network and Troy's last name's Pacelli, correct? Late Night with Troy Pacelli.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, guys, like and subscribe. Outstanding content. And what they do is they open up their platform to people who are either starting out or they want to advertise, and they strongly promote building a community, following each other, and really promoting it. Everybody promoting each other. And there is a film that's being crowdfunded right now, and I haven't watched the video, but the concept of it intrigued me, and so I told Netters, hey, I'll advertise this and bring it up on our show tonight. Um, Today we have two quizzes. One, infamous laws and facts. Number two, world edition, and then we have our second quiz, which is infamous culture 4. And then we have some infamous news for you guys. And tonight's spotlight. Normally we do a spotlight on movies, but I got inspired this week to do a TV show. There's a TV show back in the 90s. And I know people love vampires, werewolves, and everything. Well, I'm a big werewolf buff. I love werewolves. And there was a show that was out based off of American Werewolf in London. It came out in the early 1990s called She-Wolf of London. It was an outstanding show until people pulled out and the wrong people got their hands on it and they just destroyed it. But that's good. We're gonna have a spotlight on that, and that will be the night.
All right. Looking forward to it. We haven't done a quiz on the show actually in a while. Things kind of got like weird last month in terms of like timing on a lot of stuff. So it's actually been a few episodes since we've had a quiz, more than a few. And so I'm looking forward to it because those are always fun, always a good time. For those of you who are new to it in the chat, once or maybe even twice a month, we will do quiz night. Larry puts together quizzes for us, usually relating to the channel or to a specific topic. Occasionally, we'll have one of our mods, Kohai Masochist, who's in the chat tonight, has put together at least one for us, and I think she's working on another. And actually, that last one that she did for us was pretty solid. And the way we do it is that Larry will ask the questions, Nomi and I will give our answers. It's usually multiple choice. and everybody in the chat is willing to participate too, and we allow for time for answers to be posted in the chat as well. So feel free to jump on in when we get into that, and it should be a good time.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be it's definitely a good time.
Hey, Bernie, good to see you. Wookie, always a pleasure.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and it's just one of those things that, like, everybody's got their little quirks on whatever show they do, and all that. We do audience participation quizzes. It's just, we're a little geeky that way. Deal with it.
Yeah. What do you think
Real
of that,
quick,
Naomi? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
real quick though, before we jump into that, I did want to mention that so there was there's always a lot of hullabaloo whenever a new film comes out, especially in the superhero genre. And the most recent one to come out, Blue Beetle, I actually watched this week.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's talk about it.
I didn't hate it.
I've been hearing a lot about that. Like,
Yeah,
people
I
not
heard it was
hating
pretty solid.
I mean, it was solid in the same way that like early 2000s superhero movies were solid. I mean, it had its issues. It wasn't perfect, but it generally was pretty good with the messaging. Not all, some of the CGI wasn't great, but some of it was pretty solid. The performances, I thought, across the board, I don't even like George Lopez. I think we've talked about that before. I don't particularly care for the man, but so one of the big things about when they first started advertising this movie, they clipped a specific moment where George Lopez says Batman's a fascist. And it pissed a lot of people off. And I understand why it pissed a lot of people off, especially given all the, geopolitical climate and all that sort of thing. But in context with his character, who is a conspiracy theorist and a mad scientist and like possibly a genius, but a little misguided and a little out of touch with the real world, right? It makes perfect sense for his character to say that. And in context, I don't have an issue with the line. I did obviously in the trailer like everybody else did. And that was one of the reasons I wasn't going to watch the movie at all. But I'm glad I did because it made sense with his character. It really did. And I think beneath all of that crazy shit, he played a character who was a family man at heart and very loyal and very willing to, even give up his own life for family and all that stuff. I thought he was a great character. Very well written, actually. I don't remember the character's name, but George Lopez plays like the crazy uncle, and he was fantastic in this movie. I think he kind of stood out for me a little bit because I was expecting him to suck, specifically him, but he didn't. He blew my expectations out of the water. There were some things with the villains that I was just kind of like, okay, like the sad backstory for the opposing enemy guy, right? I was just like, okay, now I get it. He's got a sad backstory. I get it. He's been manipulated. I don't really need that in my villains. I need them to, have an agenda and to be willing to kill anybody in their way to achieve that agenda. I don't really need to know about their bad childhood.
Yeah.
So you just want them to own their evil and move on.
Yes, I do. I want black and white villains and heroes again. I I get nuance, but I think that we've overdone it at this point with
So you
everything.
want so you want villains. You want villains to be mulatto.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. That's kind of a fucked up, weird way to put it, but I'll go with that. The other thing that I really enjoyed about the family aspect of it, I really enjoyed. I loved his the main character Jaime Reyes. I loved his little sister. I thought it was weird that her name was Milagro. Is that common for women?
Milagro? Yeah, it's miracle in Spanish.
I know what it means. It's you don't see a lot of women's names that end in O in Spanish.
Milagra, yeah.
Yeah. So I did find that a little strange just because, what little Spanish I do know, I was like, oh, that seems unusual. But her character was great.
Well, I know like in Spanish it's supposed to be like gendered, like obviously for Milagra
Yeah.
it's like female and Milagro is for male. But I actually do have real friends in real life who are named Milagro, and they're females. So
Okay.
it's just the basic word of miracle.
Well, and that's why I asked, because
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it put like that before, but it's you know, it worked for her character. I thought she was a decent character. She was the sarcastic, I couldn't quite tell if she was the older sister or the younger sister, because her dynamic with Jaime was kind of an older sister picking on a younger brother, but I got the feeling she was supposed to be younger than him.
Mhm.
So that was a little bit weird, that whole dynamic. But having siblings myself, it usually is the other way around, is all I'm saying. um, and so I like that. I really liked Jaime's parents
Mhm.
in the movie. I don't remember their names either, but his mother was she stood by his father. She supported his father, and even after certain events, she continued to support his father. And like, Nomi, you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's not like a.
I didn't see it this week, so I'm going to see it Tuesday.
Oh, well, then I'll shut up about that part.
No, it's okay. I'm all for spoilers. It's all right.
Yeah. Basically, something happens, and the father does a thing that saves everybody.
Okay.
I
I know what you're talking about because I've already heard it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, even after that, his mother's still trying to do what's best for the family and what the father wanted. And I was really surprised to see a Hollywood movie, a recent Hollywood movie, that upheld that kind of family dynamic. And I know that's a very common dynamic in Latino households.
Mhm.
But it isn't often represented like that on screen anymore. And that
Mhm.
was a pleasant surprise. I really liked that. I liked that Ted Kord was not just a throwaway line, but even though he was never on screen, he was integral to the
Mhm.
story. Like, everything revolved around him and his legacy, and they didn't talk down about him. They didn't talk bad about him. The only person who did was the fucking villain.
Yeah.
And of course she would, you know. Um, and but there are a few things, like the deliberately mispronouncing people's names, and the deliberately acting like someone's there to be the help because they're Mexican and not, like what you and Lily were talking about last week on FNR about showing up dressed for a job interview, and oh well, the help entrance is over there. Like, that shit felt ham-fisted and kind of like shoved into it. Like, it
Yes.
didn't feel like it belonged in the movie,
Mhm.
because everybody else, aside from like two people, treats everybody else like a human being. That stuff I didn't care for. There were a few lines and a few moments in it that I was just like, okay, yeah, I get it. White people bad, fuck you. But overall, movie's not terrible. Pretty. I mean, it's got that same kind of formula, where your hero gets a thing, and then the villain has a similar thing, and they spend 2 acts like leading up to it, and then there's the big clash between the two things that are basically the same damn thing.
Mhm.
Like with Ant-Man, for example, did this exact same formula. So the formula is not new, but I think the characters and the dialogue really made up for the fact that they were using basically the same formula everybody's using for the last 15 years.
Mhm.
And I did overall, I like the movie. I would say give it a watch, folks. It's not the best movie ever, but it's not terrible. I enjoyed it overall. I think there was one more thing I was going to say about. Oh, right. There is, from a comic book nerd standpoint, something I'm actually a little miffed about.
What are you missed about?
All right, so Cord Industries is building these things called OMACs, which are basically one-man armies that are like integrated technology into super soldiers, right?
Yes.
And actually, that's what OMAC is one-man army combat unit, OAMAC. It's an acronym. The thing about OMACs is, from the comic book perspective, is that OMACs don't happen without this intelligent satellite system called Brother Eye. Brother
Yeah.
Eye was invented by Batman.
Okay.
Like, if you go back to Age of Ultron, right? How Tony Stark basically invents Ultron kind of thing. It was supposed to be something to protect everybody, but it turned against everybody.
Yeah.
Similar concept, except this is more AI and less like physical object. The OMACs are like its foot soldiers kind of thing. It goes full on Skynet. Batman has to shut it down. It's a whole thing.
Didn't they touch on that in one of the Christopher Nolan Batman films where he had Lucius using it and listening to people's conversations, and Lucius got mad at him and was gonna quit, and he said, "Hey, when you're done, press this button," and he did, and he pressed it, and it destroyed it.
Yeah, that was in the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. Kind of like that, but that was really more just using. I'm sure there was AI involved in that, but that had more to do with the regular surveillance networks as opposed to a sentient AI that then creates its own army by taking over the bodies of average citizens and turning them into unkillable cyborgs. Right, which is what the OMACs are. So yes, from a comic book fan perspective, I am kind of pissed that the villain was an OMAC. It makes no sense without Batman at all. Ted Kord had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really my big gripe with that. And they didn't talk about what the Scarab actually is, which is a piece of alien. I mean, they mentioned that it's a piece of alien technology, but the whole thing about it is basically a weapon, and it's not the only one. There's a green one and a black one, and I think a red one, and they're all equally, if not actually, I think the black one is more powerful than all of them combined.
Mm-hmm.
And when it combines, when it merges with Jaime, something goes wrong so that it doesn't completely take over the host, which is what they're designed to do. It ends up merging with him and therefore taking on some of his characteristics. And obviously he doesn't want to be a killer, even though this is like a super weapon that's grafted to him that's designed to conquer planets. So something goes wrong with that, and that's why he becomes, the superhero. But the other beetles, the other scarabs, managed to do as they were programmed to do, and they became these like villainous, unstoppable killing machines, ravaging galaxies and shit. And it would have been nice to see a little bit more of that in there, but they don't mention that at all. So
They're probably saving that for part 2.
it's possible. Yeah, sure, that is possible. I see Lovett is heading out. Thank you so much for stopping by and supporting us. We really appreciate it, and it's always good to see you. Have a great night.
Well, I guess that's if I'm gonna pull out a dad joke,
You too,
that's
Shadow.
the whole term love it and leave it.
That's not just a dad. That's like a my dad joke. My dad would make that joke, specifically him.
Yeah.
I love it and leave it.
So, but that's really all I had on the Blue Beetle thing. I don't know. I'd say if you guys haven't seen it, I'd give it a watch. I think it's worth at least one.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So moving on. I am gonna watch Blue Beetle too, but I've actually been meaning to catch that. So guys, this is the crowdfunded movie that Netter's Network was speaking on last night. So it looks like this film is supposed to be a cross between Pirates of the Caribbean and the original Star Wars. So I have no idea, you know, I have no idea what it's about. I wanted to play this and have it be as, organic to me, as it will be to you guys. It looks like they've got 35 days left. 14% of $66,000. That's doable if Nomi goes into her bank account.
You won't find much, I'll tell you that.
Oh, use your hacker skills.
I don't have any hacker skills. I really don't.
All right, well, we believe you, Nomi. Maybe.
My name is.
I don't know because I'm sure that I don't know if that music is copyrighted or not. So I'm not.
No, they when they had Tom Conkle on their show, I think it was last week. They asked him about that, and he said, "No, we own everything in here. Go ahead and play it." And I
Okay.
know he gave that permission to them and not necessarily us, but I don't know because they're crowdfunding this if they'll mind the advertising. So we
Alright,
should be okay, and if not, then I'll apologize later.
who wants an associate producer credit? We have to talk to them about that, man. Here's 50 cents. Put me on the put me on the ending credits. All right, here we go.
Vernon George Wells. I'm an actor and a producer. And what we're talking about is a wonderful film I'll be doing called Island in the Stars.
Island in the Stars is the story of a young woman named Jackie Driscoll, who on a faraway planet encounters a roguish space pirate who has with him a mysterious box.
Wait, was that Mel Gibson? That was Mel Gibson.
We're
may
winding a little
lead-
bit.
Yeah, let's go look. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
No, that is not Mel Gibson. I don't think.
I mean, it's an AI, obviously, so it kind of
Yeah.
is molded after him.
Yeah, it's possible, but yeah, that's he does look a little bit like Mel Gibson, specifically from Fat Man. Which, if you guys have not seen Fat Man, you need to see Fat Man. It's fantastic.
What's in the box?
What's
Who
in
has
the
with him a
box?
mysterious box that may lead to her missing father, as her destiny lies hidden on an island in the stars.
So my name is Emily Coop. I am an actor, singer-songwriter, and I'm playing Jackie. Island in the Stars is pretty much Pirates of the Caribbean meets Star Wars. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
It's the kind of movie that 14-year-old Tom would have been like, I want to see this. I have to see this movie. Because I think you should be making films. You should be making art that you yourself want to see.
So when we started putting this together, I just started going through my Rolodex of 40 years of people, not just people in front of the camera, but people behind the camera, people that I know, calling in favors and talking to people. Because I think that this film deserves to have the best.
I'm liking the costume design.
Yeah, let's go
It-
back to that. That
it-
costume was nice.
It looks. I think they were going for a real steampunk kind of aesthetic here, and it looks pretty good. I mean, you guys have heard the song about if you want it to be steampunk, just slap some gears on it.
Yep.
Yeah, this looks like they actually put some thought into that, as opposed to there's some really good steampunk cosplayers out there who do this amazing work, and then you've got these other ones who literally just like glue some gears onto a top hat. So this I like the costume design here. This looks good.
Okay.
Obviously, working with Dream Screens Australia is huge. They're an amazing, talented group of people, and the technology they're bringing into film is just fantastic.
It's going to be wonderful, and seriously, I'll be ringing a lot of you up to see this and pestering the heck out of you to get this film made, because I think it's wonderful.
Island in the Stars is truly an epic science fiction adventure film. Island in the Stars allows for all of these elements to come together in this confluence of a movie that I want to see, that is a action adventure fantasy science fiction movie.
It will be fun, you will love it, and we will do everything we can to make it the best that there is. So please.
I'd love to see. Go back just a second. One more frame.
This one?
Yeah, that is the one of, I don't know what that is, if that's supposed to be a spaceship or just some kind of
Their
like
version of the
machine or
Death
something
Star.
like that. But I mean, that is an outlandish design, and I want to see that. That looks awesome. That's a very cool thing.
By Starfield. Maybe they've got one in there.
Now, I'm not going to play Starfield. Bethesda sells broken games.
Yeah, they do. And from what I'm hearing, a lot of those planets are empty too.
Yeah, I just like. like I don't want to wait for like 4 giant game breaking DLCs to have a complete experience, and it's like I'm just not paying full price for a AAA game that's not a full game. Just not doing it. So
Yeah, no, me, he's not gonna do
Well, that's that on him.
it.
This film will remind you of what you've missed out on and show you that it's still there, and you'll be able to talk to your kids and say, that's what it used to be like.
oh, that's cool. I'm digging what I'm seeing. This looks, and I have actually seen this video before. I was watching Netter's Network when they showed it the first time, but it's got a bit of a draw for me. You know, I'm looking at it now and I'm like, you know, I'd probably give this a definite shot. This looks like it's got elements from things I've seen before, but isn't something that I've seen before. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I think that there's a dearth of things that we haven't seen before. There's an extreme shortage of new ideas,
Hmm.
and yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Island in the Stars. I can't wait for you to see it.
I wonder if this music's going to be in the movie.
It's a pretty good score.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's a neat score. I hope it is part of the movie.
Yeah, it's probably the opening score. That's what I'm thinking, or the ending.
Yeah, no, it looks fantastic, man. It looks like just that score alone. Obviously, the costume design is cool. The storyboard artwork that they're showing us is very intricate detail. I'm pretty sure that I saw at some point in there a steampunk cyborg, which is like completely fucked up and very cool. And the score itself has got that kind of rousing music to it that we used to expect from like high adventure films. You know, things like well, I don't want to say Pirates of the Caribbean because everybody knows that, but I was thinking more like Cutthroat Island with Gina Davis.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of like, oh, we're going on a goddamn adventure. You know?
I'm going on an adventure.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be scored if it's about a new word. Yeah, absolutely. I think I like what I see. That looks like it's gonna be at the very least something I've never seen before, and that is there's not nearly enough of that.
What did you think about it, Nomi?
I think I mean if when I like it. If I had the funds, I definitely would contribute because I want to see good movies. I want to see stuff like that, being creative, original stories, captivating, engaging, and kind of keeps you into what the story is going to be about. The way I mean, we've talked about it. It's just like Pirates of the Caribbean meets Star Wars, and the way also the artwork, it kind of reminded me a little bit of oh my gosh, it was a movie. It has Guy Pearce in it. The Time Machine, I believe. It's like steampunk as well.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he travels in time because like the love of his life was killed in his time, and he was going to go back into the past to save her from being killed, but it goes wrong. So that's how I see it, just kind of like that aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think JV's got a great point here. Like at the end of his comment, it says concept art looks really good. Costume design is on point. Score for this promo is very good, and I agree with all of those. And no talk of quote unquote diversity, etc. Just like I said, we made a film. Hope you like it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
honestly, when you look at what's going on with the strike and everything, I think that this is the future of film. This is where it's going, um, and that's one of the reasons why uh, I'm moving from the state that I am and going to where I'm going because I found out that city has a very robust and highly supportive local film industry over there.
Hmm.
The city itself, the city's government itself puts money into aiding people who want to do film projects, whether it be print or music videos, whatever. The city itself will actually provide you the cameras, the people, you know, everything. So there's a I mean saturation is a real thing, and this is where the future is gonna go because at the end of the day, people they want to escape. They just want to see a movie. They don't want to be talked to or talked down to or taught some kind of you should be thinking this, you should be thinking that. It's like people get tired of that,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
I really think that the agenda drivers, I think they really thought that hey, we've probably brainwashed enough people that we could just force this down their throat and they'll accept it, and they're finding out that's not the case.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, and that's an interesting point you make there with Larry. The not telling other people what to think or how to think, and I think that we do that here. We will tell you what we think, but I'm never ever going to tell you you need to think the way that I think, or you need to think this way, or you need to think that way. That's not going to happen. You need to think for yourself, and and I think that's important.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because you are in control of your own mind. You can't let others think for you.
that's right. That is right. And so
Hmm.
By the
I'm
way, does
looking.
anybody else hear like white static in the background, or is that just me?
Uh,
I have my big fan on, so that might be what you're hearing
is it
Okay.
upstairs.
oscillating? No.
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean
No.
I've had it on before, so normally when we're on, I've got it on. So I don't know if you guys can hear it or not.
Well, hold on just a second. I'm gonna mute Nomi and me, and we'll see if we can hear it. Well, I don't know what that is then because I didn't hear it.
Okay, well
Nope. There it is again. Hold on a second. Let me mute us and then you.
maybe it's just me. I don't hear any static.
It's definitely coming
It's
from your
you.
end. This might check your plugins for your microphone then.
Maybe that's it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It just might be a loose connection as well.
Well, I think what it was too is I had my
See,
hood
and
up and I
that
had it.
sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I had my hoodie up. I had the hood up over my head, and I had my headphones over it.
Oh yeah. So it's probably just rubbing on the.
Yeah, I was rubbing it. Um, where's
It was rubbing it.
hey, look, Joker had a great voice. The Rise of Rippaverse, and look at what snowflakes are trying to do to that man.
Well, not just them. I mean, Ethan Van Sciver's had people after him for years because he walked away from Marvel and DC and started his own shit. And Shad's got graphic novels out that are based on a novel he wrote. I mean, people are putting shit out there. I think even Razor Fist is like putting something together too.
Critical
Yeah.
drinker as well.
Yeah.
And they don't understand in this today's climate, when you start dissing somebody's stuff, they're gonna go check it out. Hell, I was watching. There was a panel, and Nick Recato was on it, and and Eric July's his company actually came up in his comic and everything, and there was someone on a panel saying that his comic Isom sucked, and then there was a lady on the panel with him, and she said, "Have you read Isom?" And he was like, "No." And then she was like, "Well, how would you know if it sucks?" And he was just like, "Oh, well, like the cover art." And she was like, "Well, what's wrong with the cover art? Because everybody else thinks it looks great." It's just so it's like really like you're on camera telling people that someone's product sucks and you've never read it. So I mean, I
Mhm.
was like, this sounds to me like this guy's a undercover snowflake.
I think that was on one of Vito's streams, or he was a guest on someone else's stream. No, maybe not Vito. It was
No, it
I
wasn't
think it was
Vito.
Dick Masterson.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting. Like he was quick to say something negative about something he's never read. So but you know that's my goal. I wanna start my own stuff, and you know I'm gonna surround myself with the right people, uh, and that might include somebody that's currently on the panel right now. Know me.
What's up?
um, but with that said, I hope you guys are ready. Um, I hope you're ready because
Ready for what, Larry? Oh
Because
boy.
I am going to bring out yogurt and granola again because JV wants to hear
No,
ASMR.
we're not. No, fuck him.
yes,
No,
yes, yes, yes.
Larry wants to hear it too.
I
Larry
will
wants
just
to-
mute you
Wait, why?
because do you know what JB's doing while he's listening to that?
Yeah, he's talking.
I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
encouraging his little clown. That's all.
that's not that's not what that is not what
See?
he's doing.
See?
He is not entertaining his little French fry. Stop. He's not tickling his McNuggets.
Oh, yep. Hold on a second.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
JV's a
wait till she
pirate.
breathes again before I take her down from the full screen.
It's like, you know, JV's not. He's not a pirate. He's not shivering his timber. He's not doing any of that.
Okay, we could go with
So he's saying he's got a big apple pie, big apple strudel. He doesn't have a.
Suga's like, what?
We're just talking about Joker and his friends. You know, Mary McCheese, Hamburger, and the rest of them.
Okay, stop.
Anyway, so guys, Infamous Laws and Facts World Edition. Now, if you are wondering why this says World Edition, well, there is another version that we did a few months ago, but that one was strictly about the laws in America. This one does have laws from, you know, it has laws from all over the world, right? From different places, different locations. You know, we decided to go globalist with this edition. You know what I mean? All right, yogurt and granola. We want yogurt and
No,
granola.
don't ignore that. Nope, moving on. Nope.
Anyway,
I'm not playing into that sick shit.
there's nothing sick about it. It's not like he gonna smack you in the head with it. It's not like he gonna smack you in the head with a cheeseburger or throw or like. It's not like he's gonna squirt McFlurries out of.
Oh no, 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 no.
Well, now it's worse, Larry. Thanks for that. Nomi, are you alive? You gotta breathe.
You can, Nomi. You can.
Well, while we wait for her to recover,
To recover.
and,
Hey, I got a joke for you. Hey, what do you get if you stand Joker in the middle, Clue on one side, and Super Suka on the other side? A McBLT. Hold the lettuce.
okay, she's back.
You
Are we
okay?
good?
I'm breathing.
Does Nomi like McFlurries? You know, that's a good question. I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
But-
I've never had one because they're always broken.
Well, you know, they have Oreo cookies in it. That's great ASMR stuff, by the way. You just get a close up on the crunch. And what you do is take your camera and just zero in on your teeth so that people can see the Oreos get crushed.
Ew.
It's good ASMR stuff. Joker would like it.
As long as
I-
I get paid for it.
Well, Joker will pay you.
I'll drop my Cash App handle in the chat. See if anybody wants, because I will go get some Oreos and yeah,
Crunch,
do
crunch,
that,
crunch, crunch.
and then do the yogurt granola thing.
Apparently, you have to go to the whitest McDonald's in the county. I don't know,
Well,
like,
unfortunately, where I'm from, there's no such thing as white where I'm from.
Yeah. Yeah, you walk around. If you're white and you walk around where she's at, they're gonna think that you're a leper. So
Not
Man,
only that, I'm just a dime a dozen.
It's white as hell here, and even our McDonald's doesn't employ that many white people.
do you guys have machines?
No, we have Asians.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a complete different demographic.
Joker's saying that his Oreos get soggy and they're not as effective.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you leave them sitting in the milk.
Who said I had to use milk?
Oh no! All right, let's get on with the quiz.
You hear that, Joker? You
Nope.
got a chance.
Nope. Moving on. Start the damn quiz, Larry.
We gotta make sure nobody can breathe first, because this one's got some stuff on it. If this is making it live, this one's got some stuff on it. So prepare yourself. I should have renamed this the Kohai edition.
I'm ready.
Alrighty, let's do it. Countdown: 5, 4.
All right, remember
3.
chat. You can participate as well, and
Yes, you can.
we actually encourage that.
All right, 3, 2. You ready, Nomi?
Yeah, I'm ready.
1. Okay, let's go. What law violation gets you a $250,000 fine in British Columbia, Canada? I almost said Canada. Clue: Washington State has a similar law. Using propane to set campfires in the forest, killing Bigfoot without a hunting license, throwing objects at a forest forest wildlife, or smoking in the forest.
Killing Bigfoot without a hunting license.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that one before. It's definitely B.
Okay.
Or 2.
All right.
Joker, stop it. That is not an option.
This Spanish town will allow live music and flamenco dancer shows in public, but outlawed playing dominoes in public due to the noise caused by slamming the pieces on a table. Valencia, Salamanca, Sevilla, or Bilbao?
Bilbao. But Sevilla. Sevilla is my answer.
What about you, Sam EO?
I have no idea. And isn't it flamenco? Like the dancers, not the bird? Isn't it flamenco? Like ENC?
You are focusing on the wrong thing.
Right. Well, that's because I have no idea.
Who cares if they could be breakdancing? They're still allowed to do it.
Yeah. So no idea. I have no idea what it would be. So I'm just gonna guess with let's go. Oh, you guys are no help. Super Suka says Bilbao, so we'll go with that.
He says Bilbao Baggins.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going with Bilbao.
Well, Nomi, I guess you got outvoted. Doesn't look like anybody else is.
I thought you said Bilbao.
No, I said Sevilla because I was just correcting.
Looky who's there.
Yep. What's the answer?
Right.
Yeah, what's the answer?
So Bilbao. Okay, so that was it was Sevilla.
Oh, nobody was right.
It's a dry world. Well, at least in this country, where officially you cannot smoke or drink. France, Ukraine, Spain, or Germany.
Ukraine.
Smoke or drink Ukraine? You crazy.
Well, I know it happens in France and Germany and Spain. I mean, I've known some Spaniards, if they ain't smoking and drinking, they're on something else.
Remember, it says officially. That doesn't mean that they're not doing it. Clue says Ukraine.
Super Suka says not Ukraine.
Not Ukraine.
What is a country I am never visiting? I don't know. the answer, I'm guessing Ukraine, because it seems like a thing that I mean, technically being gay is outlawed in Ukraine too. But y'all seen the videos of Homeboy back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Tight
Yes.
leather pants and the swishy moves.
Nomi, what's your choice?
I'm still gonna go with Spain because I know in France, like that is like the capital of smoking and drinking. In Germany is the same.
Yeah, and Amira said Germany. So we got one for Germany, one for Spain, and how many for Ukraine?
Me and Clue, it looks like.
You guys got the you have the advantage. So it is Ukraine.
Okay, I was wrong.
To keep its air pure, this country boasts the strictest anti-tobacco laws in the world. You cannot smoke or even sell it. Bhutan, Kugel Mughal, I'm killing these. Adamia or Pojistan.
I've only heard of one of those countries, dude.
Yep.
Bhutan is the only country I've ever heard of. On
Same
this
here.
list.
I picked obscure ones for a
We
reason.
wouldn't know because we never heard of these countries before.
Exactly. I picked them like this on purpose to make you guess.
Yeah, no idea, man. So I'm gonna go with the one that I've heard of, Bhutan.
Bhutan. I'm gonna go with Bhutan too.
Okay. Anybody in the chat? Give him a few seconds. Yeah, that probably stumped everybody. In
Kugel
fact, the
Mughal sounds made up. I'm sorry, it sounds made up.
no, that's a real country. That is a real country. All right, we'll go with Bhutan. Correct.
Oh, nice.
Who said Pajistan, but he was wrong. Doing this will earn you a $10,000 fine and up to 2 years in prison in this country. Disrespecting Theravada Buddhism in Laos, refusing to work if ordered by the government in Mali, public intoxication in Sweden, or interrupting a wedding in Australia.
Maybe
The weirdest thing on there is probably interrupting a wedding in Australia. So I'll probably go with that.
Joker, you can eat. I'm sure you can eat yogurt and granola there.
You know,
So I've got one for Australia, one for Mali.
I'm gonna
for
put
Sweden. 2 for Sweden.
2 for Sweden. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go with Sweden.
Okay.
Thing.
Let's see. Nope, Australia.
Yeah.
Honk your car horn in the city. Go ahead, you can do it. You'll get run over by a $350 fine. New York City, Boston, Baton Rouge, or San Francisco.
Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Baton Rouge to say one way or the other. New York City, I know people are honking all the time. San Francisco has all kinds of weird laws and all that, but I don't think this is one of them.
Boston is known for honking at other people because they are very aggressive, and I know because I used to live in Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Baton Rouge is by process of elimination, and it looks like we've got Joker voice, and
we've got a Boston too.
We do have a Boston. Yeah.
Naomi, what do you say?
I said Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. Okay, so that's 3 for Baton Rouge. So
4.
4.
Yeah, I'm voting for it too.
Let's see. New York City.
Really?
What?
Yep. Guess what action gets you fined in Spain? Dating more than 2 years without a marriage proposal, jogging between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Fridays, building a sandcastle on the beach, or not petting a police dog at public events.
I don't care what country you're from. I don't pet police dogs.
I do. They're fun.
As long as they're not targeted at you, they're fun. Otherwise, they're a torpedo with fur.
True.
That is very. I know because I have one.
Yeah.
Yes, they're correct.
No, I'm with Amira on this one. I don't think. I mean, I lived in New York as well, New York City, and they honk a lot.
Looked it up. I straight up looked it up.
I got one for dating, one for jogging. I don't know. Spain's known for its beaches, so I'm gonna say the sandcastle thing's probably out. Because they get a lot of tourists do shit like
I'm gonna
that.
do the jogging one.
Okay, so we've
Hey,
got
Richard.
Richard L.
I don't know. Maybe dating for more than 2 years without a marriage proposal.
The one for dating, and Nomi, you said jogging, or did you say dating?
I said jogging.
Okay, so we've got 2 for dating and 2 for jogging, 3 for jogging.
Three for
There's Joker.
So unless the lioness has an opinion, here we go. Okay.
She's just saying that because yeah.
Say that. Hey, you know what? You
just get on with the
very-
question.
Anyway, so you had 3 for jogging, right?
Yes. Yeah, 3 for
All right.
jogging.
Well, I guess that's it. No, building a sandcastle.
Really?
Huh.
Yes. This country does not allow men to swim in its public pools or beaches unless they're wearing a Speedo. Gotta see that bulge.
Amsterdam.
France,
Amsterdam.
South Korea, or Denmark.
Well, first of all, Amsterdam's a city, not a country.
Yes.
Okay.
It's in Holland.
Okay.
Uh,
You sure I didn't know that?
it says country in the question.
Yes. Are you sure it's not meant that it's not there to trick you?
Well, in that case, I will probably go with Denmark because that seems like a loony Scandinavian law.
Okay, so we got one for
Everybody's
Denmark.
they're not even answering. They're just like, what the fuck? Ew. Richard L says France.
Probably France.
I don't know.
Because
France is really big on nude beaches
but
and
you
public
gotta
pools and stuff.
you gotta see that bulge.
That's
Yeah,
2
you
for
see it all
France.
if they're not wearing anything.
Yes.
Clue says Denmark.
So we got 2 for France, 2 for Denmark. You said Denmark, right?
I did, yes.
Shut up, Suka.
B says, okay, now what is the country I'm never going to? Yeah, so I don't know. I think Denmark. Noe, what did you say again?
I said France.
Okay. So yeah, 2 for France, 2 for Denmark. We need a tiebreaker, Chad.
Did JD vote?
No. He just
How
told
can
a
you
very,
tell
very
about-
bad joke.
Give me a link. I'm not giving you the link.
I'll send it to her.
No, you stay out of it.
All right. Kohai said Denmark. So Denmark wins.
Okay, let's see. It's
I
France.
was right!
You were.
In this French town, you are not permitted to die unless you pre-purchase a burial plot from a local cemetery. By order of the town mayor, the dead bodies of those who violate this 2008 ordinance will be severely punished. For the record, this ordinance was created because the cemetery is reportedly full. Sorry, the S word, I can't even pronounce that. Colmar, Arles, or Lourdes.
Sarpornu.
Porno.
It's
Supported.
Saint-Proin.
Sarpornu.
Yeah, something. Joker says Lourdes. Got one for Lourdes.
Like what do they mean not permitted to die? Like you can stop that from happening.
You're asking me to try to figure out what this man was thinking.
Yeah.
Because there's only 2 things that are certain at death. Or taxes. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I butchered that. There are 2 things that are certain in life: death and taxes.
We got 3 for Lourdes, so that pretty much kills it.
Yeah.
All right.
Lords. All right, I'll give Lords.
We'll go along with that. Yeah. I don't know.
Super Soka says Lard.
It's
Oh,
Sarpora, whatever.
Saparun.
Yeah.
Saint-Proin.
All of the laws are true, but but in Arizona, it is illegal to let a donkey sleep in a bathtub, and no one over 18 can smile while missing more than one tooth, have tattoos, and have an ice cream cone in your back pocket, cry on a witness stand in court, use profanity in the presence of a corpse, flirt with someone, or lay down and sleep with your shoes on.
Hmm.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
sure.
so these are all true laws somewhere,
Yes.
but only the one we're looking for is specific to Arizona.
Yes.
Okay. Probably it's either A or C.
I'm gonna go with C.
Yeah, cry on a witness stand in a court, use profanity in presence of a corpse. That's the one I'm going to go with too.
And Clue said, cry on a witness stand.
Yep.
Okay.
we got people in chat being like, dude, these are ridiculous.
I mean, you're not wrong.
These
Suka.
questions are hey, but
if
these
it
are
helps, me and I are guessing too.
Yeah.
these are absolutely real. I did not create them for them to be easy. So let's see. So everybody's saying cry on a witness stand.
Mhm.
No, it is let a donkey sleep in his bathtub.
I don't know why you would do that anyway. Like, how do you get the donkey into the bathtub to begin with?
Oh, you'd be surprised
I
that list of
mean,
laws. You'd be surprised the stupid laws I saw.
I
These
was
laws
gonna,
have a lot of them are old laws from like 1800s. You know that they just never took off.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say people will test anything they
Yeah.
can do.
I will raise you.
Hold on,
Why would you put
Sam,
a donkey in
gotta
a
keep going.
bathtub?
In the interest of public health, this country has made it illegal to pee in the ocean. Ecuador, Chile, America, or Portugal?
Chile. No, wait. Probably Portugal.
I was gonna say, isn't Chile mostly mountains?
Got one for Portugal.
That would be Argentina. Chile is just like a giant strip going down.
Got one for Ecuador.
Yeah.
Got one for USA.
We got two for the USA.
Two for the USA.
Yeah, Mira said USA. Beak said USA. Joker Boy said Portugal. Richard L said Ecuador. I will probably go with USA. So is Clue.
Yeah, it is illegal because I know like Texas had to shut down their beaches because they've been getting a lot of stuff
Feces
showing up.
and stuff, yeah.
So yeah, US. Let's go it.
Americans have freedom to pee.
Yeah. All right. For the purposes of this one, the answer is Portugal.
I was right the first time.
Yep. Well done.
What is it legal to do in the state of Wisconsin? Women to be shirtless while riding a motorcycle, marry your house, give birds the right of way on all highways, marry someone by publicly announcing them as your husband or wife 3 times. All of these are real laws. But
Marry
only
your house.
one. So I got one for marry your house.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with marry someone by publicly announcing them as your husband/wife 3 times.
One for marriage, 2 for marriage 3 times. One for shirtless women.
One for birds.
And one for birds.
Shirtless motorcycle. Yeah.
So that's 2 for that.
Everybody loves boobs.
Kohai saying marry your house. That's 2 for marry your house.
Yeah.
Everything is splitting. Everybody's evening it up. So I guess it's you, Sam.
No, I said marry someone.
Yeah, he did say that.
Okay. Oh, that's right, you did. Shoot, it's even.
I'm gonna change it up just because I like titties. Women on motorcycles.
All right. It is legal to marry your house.
I was right, guys.
Yeah, you're kind of kicking ass.
All right.
Taking names.
This country requires an annual waist measurement to be performed by doctors on its citizens in order to cut down and eliminate obesity. Anyone between the ages of 40 to 74 found to supersede the established measurement parameters will be fined. Greece, Japan, Iran, or Finland.
Oh my god. I didn't even pay attention to that question because it was just too dang long.
If
It's a law against being fat.
Yeah, if you're between 40 and 74, they will tape your stomach to make sure that you are within their established parameters to not be fat. If you supersede those parameters, you'll be fined. Richard says Japan.
I would have said
I got one for
Japan.
Iran. Got two for Japan. Three for Japan.
I would go with Suka says somewhere awesome. I don't know. I'd probably go with Japan too. That seems like a very very Japanese thing.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Cannibalism is outlawed in this state unless you're in a life-threatening situation. So if you plan to eat a leg or a thigh with green peas and mashed potatoes, make sure the appropriate conditions are met. Don't forget the salt and pepper. Idaho, Virginia, North Dakota, or Kentucky.
Idaho.
I was gonna say Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Idaho. But although I will say, if you have green peas and mashed potatoes, you're not in a life-threatening situation.
North Dakota. Got two for Kentucky. I think Amira dipped.
No,
flew.
she's here on the panel with us.
Oh,
He just doesn't care about me. That's the problem.
I didn't notice. I'm sorry. Got another one for Kentucky. It's on the Lioness then.
Idaho. Or wait, I don't freaking know. Isn't cannibalism illegal in all states? Why?
Apparently not one.
If you're starving to death,
I'll say Kentucky then, because they seem the
it's legal.
most. Kentucky seems like the most. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, go ahead.
Alrighty.
That's
Idaho.
Oh,
I was right. You know why? Because Donner Pass is in fucking Idaho.
Hold on. Hopefully, for you side hustlers, this law won't come to America. In this country, taxi drivers must pay royalty fees for any copyright music they play in the car while working. Why? They're using the music for business purposes to make money. Finland, Norway, Denmark, or Switzerland.
Norway.
One for Norway.
Oh, you like that,
Yeah.
Suka?
I'm gonna go with Norway as well.
It's two for Norway.
It's three.
Three.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing rocks. Switzerland.
That's two for Switzerland right there.
Two for Switzerland. All right. And
These tests are wrong anyway.
No, they're not.
Excuse me.
And another one for Finland. So that's what? Two for Switzerland, three for Norway, and one for Finland?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Norway gets it. It's actually Finland.
Well done, Clue.
Yeah. This action is prohibited. This action is prohibited in China. Walking with your left leg first in public, think negatively about the government, reincarnate yourself without government approval, or sleeping past 8 a.m. or any day.
Reincarnation.
Reincarnation, because the Chinese, they want to control your every move, even into the next life.
Yep.
I would say sleeping past 8 a.m.
Oh no, the government in China will want to know if you respawn. Respawn.
All right, so we got two for reincarnation, one for sleeping past 8, one for bless you.
I mean, technically, think negatively about the government is probably the one, because
think
that's
negatively. That's another. I don't know how they're gonna enforce that, but okay.
I got two in chat, three in chat for that one. And as funny as the reincarnation thing is,
Another
that's
one.
probably true somewhere.
So it looks like think negatively about the government is the one that's gonna go. So click that. It is reincarnate yourself.
Damn it! I switched.
Varun puts that That's the sound of your car running out of gas, and the sudden lightness of your wallet is caused by the large fine you'll get hit with in this country where it's illegal to run out of gas. If you attempt to leave your vehicle to get gas, you'll get another fine. England, Ireland, Morocco, or Germany?
England?
Hmm.
One for England.
No, wait, hold on. No, Germany.
One for Germany.
Yeah, it's Germany.
Yeah, they do
I
love
say
their taxes.
Germany or
Two.
Morocco.
Gotta pick one.
Morocco.
Okay. One for Germany, one for Morocco, two for Germany now.
I'll go with Germany.
Three for Germany.
We got
One
one
for
for Ireland.
Ireland. Okay. So looks like the choice is gonna be Germany. Correct. Fortune telling of any kind is illegal in the state. Reaching out to the spirits will get you up to a $500 fine and up to a year in jail. North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Maryland.
That's a Bible Belt thing. I'm gonna go with Georgia.
Florida.
Georgia, one for Florida. Naomi.
I'm not. I want to say Georgia because yeah, Bible Belt. But
And we got a North Carolina. Another North Carolina.
But I'm kind of
And then
leaning to
Florida.
North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina myself.
It does make sense that it would be North Carolina too, because it is
Yeah.
kind of a conservative state, religious
Yeah.
state.
So it
Oh,
looks
so is
like
Georgia.
okay. Well, it looks like North Carolina's got the majority of the votes, so I'll go with that.
Oh.
Fucking
Maryland.
Maryland, really?
Calling a woman
But
single or married a blank or a 304 will cost you more than you bargained for in this state. Her hurt feelings will lighten your wallet somewhere between $25 and $500, courtesy of the state. That's not a happy ending. Oklahoma, California, New Mexico, Texas.
California.
It's Oklahoma.
Okay. Why?
Because Oklahoma is also part of the Bible Belt, and they have very,
It
very
was
stringent anti, anything that's not appropriate laws.
it was Oklahoma. It was Oklahoma.
Yeah, I saw you clicked it. It's like, all right, cool. We don't get the option, but okay.
It's also
Sorry.
it's also my birth state.
Well, we ran out of time, so.
Mm.
No.
But we got 6 right out of 25.
We're fucking dumb. That's what we are.
You guys are not dumb, dude. That is not dumb.
Well, that's the nice thing about having so many people participate in these things is that somebody was right for most of those.
I wanted this one to be a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
The other one, the infamous culture, I think it's simpler.
Really, Richard, yes, and actually more of a sooner than you'd think. I was actually born not that far from Oklahoma State University, so I haven't lived there since like ever. I was just born there, but yeah, I am from there originally. Yeah.
Okay. Well, next up. Oh, but before I go into the next segment, which is infamous news, I want to ask our illustrious guest, Amura, if there's anything she would like to discuss or talk about.
I want to talk about the fags. I mean, that's a topic
Oh,
that I
Jesus.
mostly want to talk about all the time. If you guys really catch me on any day, that's pretty much the topic that's always on my mind is, it's either that or gash the Jews. But I mean, we can talk
Wow.
about whichever
Did you just come here to get us nuked?
No.
Yeah, did you? That's like, yeah.
No. Wait, that's a different language. I said cashews. So we can talk about cashews, or we can talk about flags. I mean, however you want. I mean, those are typically the topics that are, really good for me to talk about. Or we could talk about, the lack of women that are good quality. I don't want to say the words, I'm trying to be
That's
nice
not
now.
really the format of this show, though.
Well, you asked me. Why did you?
I did
didn't
ask her.
you. Larry asked you.
I did ask her.
Well, fine then. Fine. I'm not talking then. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Some boring topic. Let's go then.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Okay. So since she wants to talk about a boring, here's a boring news report for you guys. Hilarious moment: a three-legged bear named Tripod breaks into Florida home and drinks 3 White Claws.
I mean,
There. There's the bear.
Oh, poor baby.
You got him a White Claw.
I'd probably drink with the bear.
No, she would. I can so see that.
Yeah.
I think that the bear would probably eat you after a couple of drinks.
Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, he's coming. If he breaks that glass on. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look how big he is. Holy. Holy.
My God, stop the beeping. Can we turn off the sound, please?
Crazy.
Please turn off the
Guys.
sound.
Uh,
So much better.
Larry, Richard would like the link to that so that he can share it around.
There you guys go.
Joker. Nope, that's bear. Nope.
Oh hell no.
I mean, you know what they say is like a 800-pound gorilla sits where it likes, right? If bear comes into your house, it's not your house anymore. It's the bear's house.
Yeah. And if you got a pistol, forget about it. Look, this is a different one. Barry went up there for a nap.
How? Those are not sturdy shelves. They don't hold that much weight.
So yes, tripod. You know, he wanted to get him a couple of White Claws.
Hold on, I'm gonna put on some clothes. I mean, not some clothes. I'm gonna put on some sweater, and then I'm gonna join the Know Me.
Okay.
At least we can both have our cameras on.
Yes. So
Okay.
in other words, yes, you're gonna put on some clothes so you can get on camera.
Yes, ma'am.
I gotta say, you know, I knew a little person once named Tripod.
I knew a dog named Tripod.
I know. Well, I don't know a clown named Tripod.
Suga's like, I think I could outrun that bear. I mean, you better be sure.
You better be sure, because bears can. I don't know. Well, I don't know if they can. Do they run on their hind legs?
No, but
They run on fours.
if he's gotten, you know, it
Used to
depends, I guess, on how long he's been missing the limb, or if he was born without the limb, or whatever. It looked like it was cut pretty near the shoulders. So, my guess is he's probably been living with that for a while. I imagine he'd probably get up to a good turn of speed before he, you know, dumps his whole weight onto his nose as he hits the ground face first. I mean, I imagine if you went downhill, you'd probably have a better chance. I mean, not that you should ever, like they say, oh yeah, if a bear's chasing you, you know, run uphill. That's not true.
Yeah,
They're
no,
faster
that's
than
not
you
true.
are, and they're stronger. So, you know, it doesn't really matter
going
which
uphill does
direction you
nothing.
run.
It's better to go downhill and hope that they trip.
Yeah, and a three-legged bear with only one front leg is a better chance of falling on its face chasing you downhill than a four-legged bear does.
And he knows that, so he might not even bother.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's really hungry, then he might be like, look, you know what? I can just cannonball down there, and hopefully I'll run over this fool and trip him, and I'll have me some lunch.
Yeah. By the way, like I see Richard said something about a camera tripod. When I say that I knew a little person with who was nicknamed Tripod, I mean he didn't actually have 3 legs.
Okay.
The third
was
leg was
something
his
else.
dick. He had a big dick.
I was just to say, like, I kind of got that. So I was just like, did he use his dick as like another way to crutch himself or
Yeah.
something?
I just kind of felt like that sort of got glossed over. Like maybe people missed how. I don't know. I'm not usually that subtle with my jokes, so.
Good for him, though.
Yeah, I mean, dude was little, but he made up for it in other ways, I guess.
You guys see how proud Samuel is of himself when he makes those corny jokes like, guys, you guys know it's not really a leg. It's you guys know?
He does do that a lot.
You see that? It's so embarrassing. I'm never taking him to a party. Never.
Well,
you're in
I
luck
haven't embarrassed
because
me like that.
you're in luck because I'm publicly I'm a misanthrope. I stay away from crowds, so I don't go to a lot of parties.
Well, same here, but if I ever had to go to a dinner party, you're not invited, Samuel. I'm going to make up every excuse in the book. I'm going to say they don't allow octopi there. No, your tentacles are
fair.
going to get on the tables. No, we can't do that. No.
No, that's fair. I can live with that though.
It wasn't really a leg. It was a... My gosh.
It's a big dick.
Oh, okay. Right. You see, Nomi? He's just so proud of himself, huh?
I know. He's like, I still get the last laugh.
Look, there's something that the men in the chat will back me up on this. There are certain jokes that we do not grow out of as males. Things that made us laugh. Certain things when we were children still make us laugh as we get old.
Like farts.
Dick and fart jokes, for example.
Wow. Grow up.
That's just part of being a dude.
It's just not that funny. Oh my god.
It is if you are a guy. It is.
Oh my gosh.
See, in his defense, it was kind of funny.
Don't. First of all, don't do that. First of all, nobody stand up for him. Don't.
They're
First of all,
dudes.
you
They
will
get
be in
it.
my naughty corner. You will be in my naughty corner the moment that I see you if you guys stand up for him.
Justice for Samuel.
Oh no.
You see, guys,
Here we go.
and she already caused me generational damage
Okay.
last week.
All right. You know what? You're gonna see real generational damage. And I can't do this. Nomi, do something. Please do something, girl.
I mean, Joker says that he's great company in public, and I do know that for a fact. And he is great company in public.
He is. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know. I've never met the guy personally, in person, but
He's great. You're missing out. He's a hoot and a half.
hey, Mags, good to see you.
Hooty-hoo.
Good to see you. Like
Well,
nobody. I had a great joke in chat that I was going to drop by. You guys all saw the one about the leper in the bathtub. That one's pretty good. But I had
When
some
he
good
washed
jokes
off his
about.
spots. Is that
No.
what you're gonna say?
You call him Stu
Why?
because he's a
Didn't you tell
leper.
that joke earlier?
Like
Yeah,
not a
he did.
leopard, a leper, like with leprosy.
Oh god, here we go.
Yeah, I know.
What do
I'm
you call a
just
leper
done.
in a sleeping bag?
Okay, see, guys,
A
help me.
burrito.
Help me. Clue! Help me. It's not ending since Nomi's not doing anything. Clue!
What? I'm
Nomi's
trying
not
my
doing
best.
anything.
I'm trying my best here.
Damn it. I'm
You
not
mean
getting
Nomi's
any
not
help.
doing anything?
I'm not getting any help, and he just keeps going. The next thing I heard was burrito.
Well, I'm trying to one up
No!
him, but he tries to slam dunk on me every time.
I love that.
Oh, I'm
joke.
coming, guys. I'm almost ready. I just needed to find some
Wow.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm coming. Seriously,
No.
I am coming. I wasn't joking.
Hold up, Pierce, for a second. JV, Stu is not a guy with no arms and no legs in a hot tub. That's Bob.
Okay.
Wow.
Just never ends.
And a guy with no arms and no legs on a porch is Matt.
Alrighty then. Why am I here? Like I could have been doing so
And Matt's
many other
always welcome.
things on a
Matt
Friday
is
night.
always welcome.
And then Larry joins him. And then Larry just joins him because that's the thing that they do.
You're just saying, like,
Why?
Matt's he's always welcome.
And then if you have a quadriplegic and you hang him up on the coat hook on the wall, he's art.
Nomi,
Yep.
quiet. You're making him think that it's funny and he keeps going. Look at it. He won't stop now. Nomi, stop it. Mute yourself. Mute her. Because see, now they think they're funny because she's laughing. Stop it, Nomi.
I know I'm funny.
I'm funny too.
Funny looking. That's a difference. There's a difference.
Funny.
How
not
would
the
you know that?
same
It's
being funny.
nighttime. You can't even see me right now.
What?
Listen,
He
listen.
blends in
I'm
with the
listening.
wall.
My eyesight is very poor, but Larry, you
I look like a
smile a
shadow. I know
lot.
your eyesight is poor. I look like a shadow to you.
You smile a lot, though. That's what matters.
You told me I look. You said I look like a black cookie with icing on the front when I
Hey,
smile.
no, I did not. I did not. I said you look like a date, like a date from the Middle East. That's the difference.
Well, we have dates here in the U.S.
We do, but they're all from the
I
Middle East. If you see
had
the
dates.
packaging.
I've had dates, and then I married her. She's
That's
my
right.
wife now.
Larry's a dad, so he can do the dad joke stuff. Okay.
I am
Alright.
too.
Samuel, you don't having octopuses have babies is not the same. You guys don't actually birth your children. You put eggs.
Still a parent.
Oh gosh.
And by the way, my little octopi love my jokes. Just saying.
They have to like it. They don't have a choice. Or they probably picked up the bad sense of humor from your genes. That's what's happening.
Well, their dad loves them. He's always reaching out to them to let them know that he cares about them.
Oh gosh.
One tentacle at a time.
Yep, I'm sure.
He's the only guy I know that can see his kids long distance and still be in the state where he's at.
Okay, I'm ready now, guys. I am coming. I am making the comings. I am doing the comings now. All right.
Wow.
That's true. That's true. That's a good one. I'm going to remember that one.
Oh my
Wait, what are you
gosh.
guys talking about?
Kohai's joke.
She says,
can't see
what's
it.
the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus? It only takes one nail to hang the picture.
Oh, you going to hell. You're going to hell.
It's like some of my favorite jokes involve that kind of thing. Like this one is actually in a movie, a cult movie from the 90s called The Crow. But Jesus Christ walks into a hotel, hands the innkeeper 3 nails and says, "Can you put me up for the night?"
Oh my god.
I've heard of that one.
I'm not going to be laughing too much when something's on your butt and it's on fire.
It's still, you know what? Jesus would probably get that. Dude had a sense of humor. I'm sure of it. Look at the platypus.
That's God, not Jesus.
Yeah. Depends on if you're Catholic or not.
Yeah, really. Don't they say God is Jesus? It's a Trinity. It's all 3 in 1. Oh my god, I yanked my hair out.
I'd have to assume that the guy had a sense of humor about things, because otherwise, how do you deal with the pressure of that job, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And he had like 30 years of living a regular life before shit got nuts. So, you know, I'm sure he laughed at a dick or fart joke.
He was developing his character before.
Because he was also a dude. So.
Yeah. So in other words, you're saying that Jesus probably walked up to a guy and was like, "You want to hear something funny? Yeah. Hey,
yes.
Go drop your pants and look in the mirror and see what I did."
Yeah. Or he's like, pull my finger and the dude's house explodes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would do that. I mean,
you on your own with that one, bro. That's some sadistic stuff. Here, pull my finger.
You sure you're not Arab, Sammy? You sure you're not Muslim?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right.
So Miss Amuro wanted to talk about distasteful women.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite topics. Yeah, guys. I mean, distasteful women. I mean, it's a whole lot of that going around in the West. A whole lot of ungrateful beaches. I didn't say the word. I said beaches. I said beaches with an accent. Beaches. Beaches. There's a whole lot of ungrateful beaches.
Getting to a point, Super Suka, where they're starting to crack down on that particular terminology on YouTube. Actually, I mean, not significantly, but 304s.
Because everybody's saying it.
Yeah, everybody's saying it, and it ain't that subtle.
As if hoes don't exist. I mean,
yeah.
what was the issue?
Well, there was a while there where you couldn't say that either. There were certain channels that would use the phrase garden tool instead, because that way they didn't draw attention.
There was I want to show you guys, not show you guys. I want to tell you guys there's a lady recently who made a video saying that she doesn't wipe her rear end, and she said if animals don't do it, why should we? She said we are the only species that wipes our rear ends after going to the bathroom, and she said if God wanted us to wipe our rear ends naturally, he would have given us the tools or the a way to do it naturally. So she
Okay.
says she doesn't do it.
So she's retarded.
Yeah. Oh, she's not the only one.
You
I
can't
can't.
say that word.
Well, she's not the only one. Look at Nomi. Did you hear about the free bleeders? There's a lady that did an interview saying there's a movement of women that are saying they're refusing to use tampons or tampons, maxi, any of that stuff. They're showing the work and just letting it go easily, just letting it go naturally. Only one of them said, she
Hi,
said, "Well,
Meg.
I'll stay." She said, "I'll stay home and let it flow easily." But others were running marathons and bleeding out and all kinds of stuff. They're just like, why we don't need to use any of that stuff. Just let it go naturally.
Yeah, no, I will tell you right now, for all the internet to hear, the reason that we do it and animals don't is because we are above them, better than. We are not animals. We may belong to the animal kingdom, but we are an order higher of intelligence, and we need to behave like it, and that includes wiping your ass. You know, like this
Well,
woman is an idiot.
That too, but have you not wiped yourself before? That is not a comfortable situation. Oof.
I'd also point out the fact that dogs, at the very least, do in fact wipe their asses.
They do.
They lick.
They do, and they
You
rub
Or they
it
wipe
on
it
the
on the
carpet.
floor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, Arabs, we don't typically wipe our butts either, but we have other ways of cleaning ourselves. We use water. And so, yeah, we may not use toilet paper, but we actually bathe ourselves when we use the restroom. We bathe ourselves with water down there. So, I mean, I don't know. This woman, she said it and she's going viral now. The other viral videos that I've seen recently was another woman who um, she was living with her boyfriend. She got pregnant. The boyfriend confronted her and he said, "Is it true that you're pregnant?" And she said, "Yes." And then, or she said, "Maybe." And then she was very disrespectful. She was black. And he said,
Of course she was.
I hate to say that, but
I
then he
mean,
said,
it's whatever.
"Why are you pregnant?" And she said, "Because you don't do anything around here." So he said, "Yeah, but how can you be pregnant by someone else and living in my house where I pay the bills?" And she said, "Well, it's the least you can do for me." She said, "Because you're never home. So at least you could pay the bills." And he said, "So you think I'm going to pay for you and this bastard child in my house?" And she said, "It's the least you could do," pretty much. So she's basically telling him that he has no choice but to take care of her. And based on how the family courts are today in this America, he might be obligated to. So I want to tell all the men out there, it is very, very cold world out here right now because the family courts are backing up whatever these insane women are doing. So be careful.
Yeah. That's why I
I've noticed
advocate for hookers.
some states are trying to change the laws though. I've noticed that, but I'll believe it when I see it.
The family courts are horrific, guys. The family courts are all about women and children, women and children. And even though the women and children are the ones causing the problems, the women and the children are the ones who are making men's lives miserable.
Yeah.
They still go out for women and children.
Isn't it true though that and someone told me this, and I don't know if it's true, that one of the main reasons why courts are forcing children on men that are not the biological fathers is because when the men have to pay the child support payments, the courts get a portion of that money. So they hit them for they hit them for the child support, and then they hit them for court costs with each payment.
Yep, they sure do. And that's part of the reason why. The other part of the reason why is the courts will explain it like this. The courts say the reason why we do it is because the stability of the child is more important to us than who is the biological parent of the child. So if there's a person who has been there for the child for a certain amount of time, then he will be the one responsible for said child, biological or not, because they believe the stability of the child is the most important thing.
That's why I advocate for hookers. You know, I mean,
Marriage isn't for everyone.
look. Here's the thing. Like, yes, there are inherent risks with going that route. There are, but and a lot of those risks involve like diseases and that kind of thing. That is surely a thing. I mean, it's preventable if you're careful for the most part. But I will say this: you know what hookers don't catch?
Feelings.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a
Yeah.
business transaction straight up. And I'm good with that.
I don't like that.
Strictly platonic.
I don't like that at all because this is not the type of society. The world was not. I mean, the societies, the great societies that we have today, were not built on that type of trash culture. Sorry, Samuel. I don't mean to offend you, but
You're not offending me at
the
all.
societies, all of the great societies of this world, were built on morality, decency, dignity, honor, respect. Not, I'm running from this or running from that. But you know what? The truth is, this is the world that women have created. Women mostly have created this. So maybe it is up to us to let it get as bad as it's going to get so that women will learn to appreciate and stop being leeches and stop being whores and stop, you know, sucking the appendages of your brother's or your husband's brother and start learning how to keep things out of your mouth other than food. I don't know. It's really sad, guys. But Samuel, I can't approve of that type of life because yeah, it's okay for you, but if everybody did what you're doing, we would see the end of society as a whole.
I kind of think society as a whole is kind of ending anyway.
I kind of agree with him. Yeah. I'm not advocating for hookers, but yeah, society's going to collapse.
No, and I'm not saying that. Look, if there comes a point in my life where I meet somebody who is actually good for me, who is actually somebody who wants to build that kind of structure and that kind of family life, although, I mean, I don't believe that the odds of that are very high, but if it does happen, I'm not going to necessarily turn my nose up to it, but that ain't where I'm at right now. And I'm not advocating for hookers for everyone. I think that's insane too. But it's honestly, we wouldn't need another pandemic if everybody caught like super herpes.
But do
Do
you
they
know
wear? Do
something?
they wear little capes?
Guys, do you guys know something? I want to tell you, this thing, okay, getting hookers for everyone is going to be the end of society. But if you do something that everyone can do and it wouldn't cause damage to the society as a whole, like if everyone got married, it wouldn't cause damage to the society as a whole. But if everyone turns to hookers and that type of lifestyle, the type of lifestyle of nomad, I guess you could call it, or just living alone, and then it's going to cause a breakdown in society,
Yeah, because
civilization.
nobody's procreating.
No, it's not about procreation. It's about dignity, decency, and honor and values, right? Not so much about children per se, because a lot of people can be married and not have children, but this is just.
I get what you're saying. And I have to. 'Cause I guess we're going to be split on this. I have to agree with Amira, and just my reasoning is, and I don't knock anybody else that you do you, but I think I think that it would affect us in unpredictable ways. I mean, Sam, I think for you, I think that you can separate feelings from a quote business transaction when you're dealing with women who sell themselves, with prostitutes. But there are men out there that will catch feelings regardless of whatever parameters are explained, and they're not going to take too kindly to seeing you walk in with the woman that they have decided to set their sights on, especially when if she walks out and says, man, Sam's tentacle was much bigger than the other guy. you know so I mean, it has to. I understand what Amir is saying. It would affect us in an unpredictable way. I mean, it's almost like socialism. Looks great on paper, but in practice, it causes all kinds of problems that you know nobody would expect.
I don't mean to get so serious on you guys.
No,
but I
it's
did
fine.
look at the chat and people were saying that it got really serious really quickly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just more of a serious person. I'm sorry.
Well, this is see too is that this is the infamous edition of our show, which we do once a month. So the more serious and crazy stuff is supposed to be yes.
We haven't gotten to the part of a guy like having an explosive diarrhea on a plane to Barcelona.
No, we haven't.
What?
And,
Wait,
and
wait,
I
what?
do have the video.
Oh, it wasn't
yes.
even a guy; it was a girl.
It was a
Amira,
girl.
It was a woman.
A woman did all that.
A woman did all of that.
A woman did all that.
Yeah. So Amira, earlier this week,
Brace yourself, girl.
there was a woman.
Wait, please wait. Let me put on my seatbelt. Wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go.
So at the Atlanta airport, there was a flight going to Barcelona. They were in flight and they had to turn around back to the Atlanta airport. You want to know why? Because there is some woman that had explosive diarrhea and didn't make it to the restroom on flight.
Shut up.
Yes.
Was she wearing a mini skirt?
Oh, I have no idea what the heck she was wearing.
This is it right here. This is the video of it.
Wait, what?
So all those pads right
Meg.
there, they're trying to cover it up.
Yeah, because they're trying to. It's like they're trying to absorb it with towels and all.
I don't
that.
see any pads. What are you guys talking about?
Like
oh,
right
on the
down the
floor,
middle of the
in
aisle.
the middle.
In the
On
aisle in the middle. You see the
Oh,
brown spots?
Yep.
I do. Is that Mags? Hi, Mags.
Negative.
Hi,
Hey, boo.
Hey. That's just gross.
Yeah.
Apparently we are, Suka. There it is.
Wait, but how did it fall out? Like, she must have been.
How did it fall out?
Have you ever seen explosive diarrhea? It
That's
doesn't
not what I
matter.
I mean, like, wait, if she was
Your
wearing
panties
pants.
can't hold all of that in.
Yeah, but there's a thing called jeans. There's a thing called.
It runs down your leg, girl.
Yeah, it runs down your leg.
Have you not had explosive diarrhea before?
Never.
Is
Is it
You're
wet?
lucky.
I mean, it must be really wet.
You lucky bitch. Gosh.
Well, then it must be really wet. I'm assuming, like,
It
piss or
is.
something.
Okay, so
It's hot, sticky, and wet.
It's basically it stings and it comes out like liquid.
Why is it stinging?
Because it burns like
burns on the
fire.
way out.
Because you're literally suffering from a virus, a particular type of stomach virus that the way it happens is you can either barf it up or you're gonna have diarrhea, and your body chose to do this. This poor woman, her
It went
body
that
chose to
way.
do diarrhea.
Sometimes, if you're really lucky, it comes out both ends.
Oh yeah, you know what? One of my brothers, he was in college, and one of his buddies had that very issue, so they coined it as blarfing. Blarfing, because it was coming out in both ends.
I work with a guy who is a former Navy officer, and he was telling me that they called it the double dragon.
Oh my god!
I mean, I've been told it's kind of called
that-
Montezuma's revenge.
Is that Taco Bell?
Yeah. But yeah, it's,
Enchiladas were on aisle 3.
well, apparently though, like if you were in barracks and whatnot, and one guy came down with it, everybody was getting it at some point.
Larry.
Oh Lord.
You know what I'm doing.
So imagine, if you will, this woman has her explosive diarrhea and she tracks it all the way through the fuselage of this plane, right? Anybody who's probably anywhere near her who had any contact with anything she touched, they're all going to go home and do the same thing there.
Yeah, because it's probably like a 24, 48-hour bug type of situation, and therefore it's contagious, and yeah, you're doomed.
Yeah. Everybody on that plane within that 24 to 48 hours is.
You might as well just say, I'm taking off. I am staying home. And it's
not contagious though, isn't it?
I'm gonna go home.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sit on the pot, and I'm gonna have a bucket in front of me, and I'm gonna try not to die. It's basically how that goes.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait. So you get this virus. Wait, no, I'm confused. So I'm saying the smell.
The smell?
The smell. Yeah, because of,
girl, it is terrible. Think of Taco Bell but on steroids.
Yep.
but I like Taco Bell.
Oh
Not-
God,
not
no!
after the
I've never
fact
had a
you-
problem. I've never had a
Okay,
problem
like
with Taco Bell.
this. Maybe Mags can. I don't know because every woman is different. But Amira, have you not had like period shits before?
Well,
Yeah,
Larry and I are
they're
going to go take a
so-
walk
This
around the
guy's
corner while you
he's
guys
really
discuss it.
No,
This is what
guys,
happens when you have
guys.
too much estrogen.
Yeah.
No, period shits are the best though. They are the best.
Oh my
What?
It's really,
No, they're not.
Yes,
No,
yes.
they're
It's such a
not.
relief after. I feel so relieved after. I'm like, woo, because you get your blood out and you get your poo out. It's wonderful.
This episode is definitely going to
Larry
be
is
remembered
like,
as
"Oh
being
my
infamous.
Whatever.
I feel like I need a bourbon after you.
I'm just saying, like, it feels like everything is just being let loose.
I mean,
It's
I
being
call
let
it.
loose at all the same time.
It is
I call-
it is a cleansing. I agree.
It is.
Right.
I call it. You like you're blooping it out because it's like blood and poop. So you're blooping it.
No, it just you know what it is, Max, is that it just invoked a memory that I have that I've tried over the years to forget.
Wait. Did you have blooping too?
No, let's just say everybody knows I'm married, but my wife is actually my second wife. My first wife had a bad habit of not keeping track of her periods, and to make a very long story short, when her period hit her in full force, let's just say my face was not in a safe distance when it happened.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Oh my God. Ah!
That's.
Yeah, he's
I
not
understand.
actually that color.
Oh my God.
I wasn't ready. I
I think I may need a bourbon after that one too.
wasn't ready. I'm sorry, Larry.
Yeah, Larry.
I understand why you divorced her then.
Like, fuck
But
this,
I
I'm
mean,
out.
look, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you know, that's something that I mean, women is part of your bodily function. So I'm never one to say, oh, that's disgusting. It's like, look, it's something your body does. It does it for whatever reason,
Look,
you know. But
look,
just
married
what?
men who have been married, we all understand that the illusion that men have of women never doing anything like that, we understand that that's an illusion. That doesn't mean we ever want to see it.
Yeah, like the lady. I mean, you heard what I said earlier about the lady that stood next to me on my flight back from Texas. She was farting and letting them rip right next to me the whole flight
Well,
to
some
my
people,
first stop.
because of the air pressure, they can't handle it, and they have to let it out. I get like that too sometimes on the plane.
Well, she also decided to eat a big banana.
Oh God.
Oh.
What's wrong with the banana? It's not going to make you smell
I
bad.
knew it was her. The farts smelled like bananas. That's why I knew.
It's not going to process that quickly through her body.
Was
You're
it at
such
least
an
a banana
exaggerator.
split?
Well, it is
Oh my
after the fact,
gosh.
yeah.
It
Oh
was
my
after the fact,
gosh.
and the little air things that are on the plane, it kept circulating her farts, so it stayed right where we were. It just stayed there, and she just kept letting them rip. And she went to the bathroom, so I guess she had diarrhea, and then she came back and kept letting them rip again until we got off the plane. She was letting them go when we got off the plane.
This is why I don't like flying, because the allure of flying is like literally right out the window. You're
You're
it's
stuck in
not
a
fun
pressurized
anymore.
tube with a bunch of other people, and if they serve beans for the in-flight meal, I mean, it's not going to be good.
You're,
Well, it doesn't
you're
even
in for a
matter.
bad
It's
time.
whatever anybody eats even before they get on the plane. It's like it's all that kind of stuff, and then you could be sitting next to somebody who's literally taking up like 3 or 4 seats or whatever, and just all that kind of business. And
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I shared this story, but when I was going to Vegas, I took a flight to Vegas for the Vegas meetup, and I had the window seat, and there was a woman in the middle seat. She fell asleep on me. Like,
I've had that.
yeah, she like grabbed my arm, adjusted herself on my shoulder, and still fell asleep. So yeah, flights are weird, and then people are weird, and if you can't control your bowel movements, or like, hey, I ate cheese knowing that it's gonna mess me up on flight or mess me up, I shouldn't have not done that because I'm going to take this flight.
You know, I've had that too. I had somebody, a guy fell asleep on my lap, on my shoulder, and started
On your
snoring.
lap. Oh, good.
No, but I did see something funny on this on the second flight. Um, Everybody around me, there was two guys. It was 3 people in front of me and the guy next to me. All 4 of them fell asleep, and then when the plane when we got closer and the plane dipped down a bit to prepare for descent, all of them went forward and smacked their heads on the seats in front of them, and none of them woke up.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, just another day for Spirit Airlines. Another flight
funny.
of Spirit.
Oh, it's just a regular day on the Spirit Airline flight to wherever.
Yeah, I flew out American, and I got off. I got off at the right time when I got home because maybe about a few hours later, American Airlines, they grounded all their planes because of some mass technical issue.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so had I left and my flight had gotten delayed, and one of my flights back home, they had us sitting in the plane for an hour because of a technical issue. But the pilot was like, "Oh, just to let you go, just to let you guys know, it's just a bit of paperwork. That's all.
That's how they always
Well,
say.
hopefully we'll be out here as fast as possible." And then he had to thought we were stupid because I caught one key word that he said, "Yeah, it's just a bit of paperwork. So the mechanic is gonna come over and do this. And I was like, "You need a mechanic to do paperwork." So I knew right then and there. I was like, something's going on with this plane. So I didn't, nobody argued because we were like, okay, something's going on with the plane. Sure enough, we get off. I get home. About an hour or two later, I turn on the news. Bam! All American Airlines planes were grounded.
Ew,
guys, my last flight that I just got off, I just had it like 2 weeks ago. I was on a plane. The last flight, I was mid-flight and the engines turned off randomly mid-flight, and then they turned back on again. It was so scary.
On that, some flights do that, depending if they're flying over a no-fly zone or like a no sound ordinance area. I know there was a flight that I think it's in the LA area. I can't remember which airport it was that I flew out of, but there's a certain part of California that there's absolutely it's a no sound ordinance. So that they turn off the engine, so you fall down for a period of time and they turn it back on because of the sound.
Oh my God. No,
what if they don't?
The
What
lights
if they don't
turn
have
off.
What if they don't
Lights turn off when that happens?
Yeah. What if they don't manage to turn on the engines? That's
Well,
scary.
then you die.
Then you'll get it. Well, if they don't turn back on, then you'll get a chance to ask God why they didn't work.
You can glide. It's fine. They usually glide to safety.
Yeah, they glide. And then yes, Joker's right. John Wayne Airport. That was the right one.
Okay, well now you guys know where I was, so that's wonderful.
Oh.
Great. Thank you.
Sorry. Joker said it.
No secrets.
Joker said it. Blame JV.
Any
Everybody
secrets.
blame JV.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna blame Joker.
Yeah, but I was agreeing with Joker and you. It's like, I know which one it is, but I can't remember the name. And I know it's in the LA area.
Do I have any straight pieces? Girls, tell me, did I miss any pieces?
No, it looks like you got it all.
Yeah, look from here, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, but where are you getting your hair done? It's already late.
Huh?
Why are you doing your hair?
I'm just, leave me alone. I just like to look nice. I just want to look nice.
At what? At 12 a.m.?
Listen, no, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you all that.
You asked me if your hair was like you got all your pieces. You technically did.
But I didn't ask you all the rest. I did say girls. But
unless you're referring to like, I don't know, Samuel being a girl, because sometimes he is.
Well, he has longer hair than all of us.
Fuck
His
you.
hair is longer than all of ours. But
It's
no,
not, but it's getting
you guys do realize I have a husband, right? I do have to look pretty for my husband, right? You guys realize that, right?
Okay.
So that's the reason why I want to look pretty.
Pretty going to bed, but okay.
Listen. Let's get Nomi up out of here.
Okay. Me personally, whenever I get back home after I've done my hair, I brush it out and I put it in a braid and like go to bed, so I don't get any split ends.
Listen, we're not the same people, Nomi. You know, I like to look nice at night, so then I wake up beautiful. That's the thing. You do that at night, so then when you wake up, you go like this, you know, and then you go like this, and you're like, good morning. And then they're like, how does she wake up so perfect?
I like to shine my melanin when I, at night when I go to sleep, so I'm nice and shiny in the morning.
You know, that sounded
Is that
so
what you call?
different.
Is that what you call your private areas?
I know, that's what I was
Nothing?
gonna say. I was like, is that phrasing?
Well, no, I
I
meant
like to shine my
my
melanin.
just this, not my basketballs.
Okay. Wow.
It's like,
I'm just saying, Nomi. That's all. Speaking of basketballs, I know that everybody in the panel in the chat I've heard about. And I know we talked about this earlier, but apparently the Sound of Freedom is not allowed on military bases, but drag
yeah, I heard
shows
about
are.
that. Mhm.
Yeah,
Well, that's some
I think
bullshit.
that was something that came out earlier this morning.
Yeah, it was. Yes, Super Suka. Samuel has long hair. He looks like Saruman from freaking Lord of the Rings.
His hair is longer than mine.
It's not right now, currently, but it's getting there.
Right now, currently, that's the same thing. Did you know that? Right now,
No,
currently.
yeah, it's like currently it's not that long. It has been
But
in the
currently,
past,
right
it
now?
probably will be again, but right this second, it's not.
Like currently, right now, or right now?
Yes, I said a redundant thing, Amira.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't gonna let that go. That's all.
I know, I could tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean my closet while you guys are here. Well, the other closet, one of the closets, while you guys are here. So.
I am trying to correct something. By the way, folks, in the chat, I am updating the description to include both Amira and Mags' channels, so that
No, don't let
find them.
people know I'm here. Don't.
You're on the freaking panel, woman.
You're on the
Don't.
panel.
I don't want people to know where I am. Stop it. I'm doing this for fun. If people see me in my raw, then they're gonna like judge me.
But they can see you now.
No, but this is an intimate group. I don't want the rest of the people to know where I am.
But the
You know what I
channel already
mean?
knows that you're here.
And
God
half of
dang
them are
it,
from your
really?
pride.
Listen, there's only a few people here. I like it. Let's just keep it like that. Let's keep it a secret. We don't need the rest of them to know.
I mean, you know, there are a fair number of viewers who watch this the next day because we stream so late, right? They're gonna see you.
But you have your own group, don't you? I mean, well, I know some of the people are mine, but you have your own people, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, they
yeah, I
come
do.
from a variety of different areas, and I believe that some of them since then have subbed to you because of the previous times that you were on the channel.
Richard says he's judging you right now.
See?
Oh, don't make me sick Larry on you. I will sick Larry on you.
Oh,
So fast, Richard.
so now you want me to engage him? You've been defending him all the time. What did she say? Whenever Richard L's
Listen,
not
I noticed my
isn't around.
mistake.
Shut
I
up, Larry.
admit
He's
my
not even
mistake.
here. He's not even here to defend himself.
I said I'm taking responsibility for my mistake, and you can continue on. I won't stop it anymore.
Thank you. 'Cause you caused me generational damage.
Oh, okay. So
freaking
before we devolve into complete chaos, Larry, I believe there was another quiz, was it not?
There is, and I wanted to leave that decision up to the ladies whether or not they wanted to play. Mags, you are more than welcome to participate in it as well.
What is this game? I'm sorry.
We're doing a quiz.
So there-
Striptease
Multiple
bottle.
choice.
What? Striptease.
So there's a site called Sporkle, and that I found completely by accident. And you can create it's free. You can create you can create your own login and all that. And there's different types of trivias and things that you can create. And so like I create multiple choice quizzes. So I'll go online, I'll look up facts and things like that, and I'll create a quiz out of it. And it can take a while. It definitely takes some planning because you've got to type in the questions and you've got to type in the answer. You have to make sure that you highlight which one is the correct answer. I've definitely had some hiccups. I've misspelled words. I've put the wrong stuff up, and it's a fun thing to do. In fact, here
So does everybody make up a question or?
No, Larry creates the entire thing, and then as he shows us the questions, so he doesn't get to
Oh.
answer them. We all answer. And
Okay.
then whichever answer gets the most votes is the one that we go for, and then it'll show us what the actual answer is,
Yeah.
whether we got
Okay.
it right or not.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we let the chat participate also, which is I mean we didn't. I think we were like 8 questions short with this last one we just did. That's the first time we've ever not made it through.
We got 6 out of 125 right. Larry, what
Yeah,
do you mean?
we had 6 out of 25 right, Max.
125. It's
Yeah,
like
6 out of
125.
25 right.
We're super
Yeah.
smart.
But yeah, normally like here you
It's fun.
yeah, like you can set the time. You can set it to
Losing is never
where
fun.
you can set it to where if somebody answers one question wrong, that ends the quiz right then. You can randomize the answers. There's a lot you can do with it.
You guys want to see something? I want to show you guys something. I bought something. Look at this. Put my screen on the solo. Watch. I want to show you guys. So you have these thingies, yeah. Why is it so dark in here? Anyway,
I don't know.
we have these. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm sorry. The lighting is
It's
not right.
not
Okay.
dark.
We can see it just fine. It
Yeah.
seems clear to
Okay.
us.
All right. So we have these right. These are for the shower. So what you do is you put them on, and you scrub your body with this instead of using the loofahs. And these are so good for the body because it takes off all your dead skin. And on the legs, women don't really know, ladies. Women don't typically know how much dead skin they have on their legs and why when they shave their legs aren't getting nice. And they have the strawberries, you know, the strawberry legs. So you have the don't look at my husband's jeans, they're messed up. But anyway, but yeah, so you know how women have the strawberry legs? These things take away the strawberry legs, and you can use it around, you know, your hummus area, and around the hummus is really good too because
Did you
it
just
keeps
call it the
away
homeless area?
No, the hummus.
hummus. You haven't done-
She uses the word hummus as a euphemism for vagina.
We laughed the first time you said it.
She's not done yet.
Oh no, it's gonna be a minute. Give her a second. This is be like the 4th time tonight that she has just lost this clip.
No one's laughing at you.
Amira's
No one's
like,
Can you
laughing.
mute her? Can you mute her?
I
Listen.
could, but we usually just put her full screen when she does that because it makes it worse.
The thing is, these things are good for you. They're good for the legs to take away the strawberry legs, and it's good for the hummus to take away all the garlic pieces, you know, the garlic pieces that are on the side. You can use this for the.
So wait, so I have a question about that. So if JV wanted to use it on his apple strudel, would it clear up any?
All right, take me off of solo. I don't want to be on solo anymore. Bye. See, this is your problem. This is your problem.
I'm just asking a
But
question.
like Amira just went to continue to say like your hummus area, the garlic piece is like what? What? I'm sorry.
make sure you also grab the pepperonis and the onions and peppers.
The mozzarella.
Yeah, the
No pepperonis. We don't eat pig. No pig.
No,
here,
I'm sorry, Amira. Like you're continuing to talk about like you're giving an educational thing, but I'm like I've never heard it been called that before.
Welcome to Amira's world.
Okay, I'm done.
Looks like you're
Well,
enjoying.
hey, Joker, you're welcome to cam up if you want to join us.
JV, I sent you the link like 30 minutes ago. Just saying.
I thought he'd be at work by now.
He is at work. He's in the back using one of those hand job things that the mirror showed us.
Oh my god!
You don't want that, dude. They're rough as hell. They're for
Maybe he
exfoliating.
likes
You
it
don't
rough,
want to do
though.
that.
I mean, but Amira was saying like, yeah, it's true. I do dry brushing, so I get like a dry brush and then I just brush off the dead skin off my legs and arms because I do get strawberry legs from time to time.
Oh my gosh, I get them too. So you said a dry brush. What's a dry brush?
You can get them at like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. It's literally in the beauty section. It's just a regular bristle brush, and you just I hang out in the shower and I just brush off the dead skin, and you can see it flying off your arms.
Well, that's why I have a chair in the shower too. You guys seen my shower before, right? You saw it, know me? I'm in the
Yes.
shower right now, actually. Here, so it's a little bit, like. Let me see, you guys. here's my seat. But anyway, I put my little gloves here.
The
But
hand
anyway,
job
so
thing.
here's my little. Exactly. So here's my chair, and I sit here and I enjoy this thing falling right on me. And then when I really want to get fancy, I use this thingy-majigger.
Oh,
And
baby.
this one, this is okay.
That's
Where'd that come
right
from?
right there, girl.
Where'd that
That's
come
the
from?
magic wand.
It's Larry. You know that's Larry, right?
That's crazy. He sounds like a different guy.
Sounds a little bit like Barry White.
That's right. Forever and ever, baby.
I mean, wait, I did send Joker the link to jump on. I know he's going to want to have granola and yogurt.
Joker.
No, we're not. No.
I'll
No.
I'll go get it.
N-O.
Come on, Joker.
No.
No, I'm gonna.
No. How
I'm
about
gonna-
no?
Yes.
I'm gonna get the yogurt and granola.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Max
nice.
doesn't even know what the granola and yogurt is.
I'm gonna start booting people.
Samuel, we're
Is
gonna put.
this an innuendo, Nami?
It's about Samuel's tentacles.
It always is, girl. Man.
It's about his
Apparently, Mags. Apparently.
Mags. Apparently, well, not apparently. It is apparent. I did an ASMR jokingly on a stream a few weeks ago, and it was such a hit where everybody's like, "Yeah, eat chips again. Yeah, do that again." And yeah, so I did granola and yogurt earlier today, and Joker had a moment.
Ooh. Alrighty then.
Hey, baby.
Okay,
Jesus,
Larry,
stop.
If my husband comes in and hears this, he's gonna think I'm on some type of website. He's gonna be like, "What you doing?"
He's gonna be like, "Are you on OnlyFans?"
It's
You guys are gonna get me beat. I'm gonna get beat because of you guys.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna grab something.
Okay.
Go, yeah.
Oh man. Larry, I'm gonna put this in the background until Joker gets here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, but yeah, it's now we got people in the chat asking for the link, Noe.
That's right.
I'll have to remember which one it was, and there's a timestamp because it was a Game of Thrones stream that I was on with Ryan. But yeah, I was eating chips and salsa.
Might want to check and make sure that one's up again because they tend to get taken down.
Oh, okay. Richard, I don't know if I can get that for you.
No, for Game of Thrones copyright.
Oh, I see. Gosh,
Yeah.
you're so sensitive. Jeez.
Ryan usually wins those, but it usually takes a little while before they're back up and available again.
Well, that's the whole point of it all, Samuel, is to make sure you don't get any revenue. Everybody knows the YouTuber's revenue
know.
happens in the first 48 hours.
Oh, I know.
So that's why they do that. Yeah.
That's why it's timed out for exactly 48 hours if you appeal it.
And
exactly.
Joker was actually one who witnessed it live, me doing the ASMR. Samuel, are you bothered by ASMR?
I don't like it. It's weird.
Yeah, same here.
You don't like anything though, Samuel.
Yeah,
Like
me
it's
and
one
Sarah are
thing.
same there.
It's one thing if you're being intimate with somebody and they're whispering shit in your ear. That's totally different. But just to hear somebody like coming through my fucking headphones, why would I listen to that?
Wait.
Hearing it like this?
Oh,
You
God
like
damn
it?
So you have a problem with Nomi eating chips, but you want somebody to say the word shit in your ear.
No, it's usually much worse words than that. Shit was used as a euphemism for just random stuff. But as far as the eating thing goes, I really don't get that. Who the hell enjoys listening to someone else chew? I don't understand that.
Chubby
at all.
chasers. Chubby chaser.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, I learned that terminology from watching Amberlyn read.
I like how it came back to.
I don't think she was saying that about you, Nomi.
Actually, okay.
Oh look, and there's Joker.
Hey, Joker voice.
Hello.
Oh,
Oh gosh,
So I came on.
Dude,
hot
your
mic,
mic
hot
is a
mic.
little bit hot.
Yeah, hot mic.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Stop.
Sorry,
There you go.
but I came on for the yogurt and granola.
Of course you did. God damn it.
Okay.
Let me go grab it. I'll be right back.
All right.
I have some pickles. You want to hear some
Hey,
pickles?
yes, please get the pickles, Lioness.
I'm
Okay, I'll go get
I'm
some.
drinking some
JV.
bourbon.
I saw your victory dance right there.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We
we
lost
lost
him.
Samuel. He doesn't want to
He
hear
rolled
it.
out. He dropped himself. He dropped himself. He's like, F it, man. I'm not doing this.
Just, I don't know. ASMR is not my thing.
Oh, Samuel. Poor Samuel. Do you do the
Wait.
face again, Larry?
Yeah.
I don't know, Suka. Maybe it's a thing. I
And
guess.
here's the funny thing is, man, with what you do in the area that you work in, Sam, you're hearing sounds all day. You're surrounded by ASMR all day.
Oh,
It just
heck
it's
no.
And
it,
even
it,
you've told me that
So you work in
Mm.
OnlyFans, Sam?
you could it might as well be. It's just as corrupt.
only
Yeah, for real.
tentacles. Only tentacles.
Only tentacles.
Mags? Salud.
Yes. As they say in the Irish, sláinte.
Cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
Cilantro.
So is this your morning? Is this your breakfast Joker voice? Aren't you going to work sometime soon, or?
He's off.
No.
Oh, you're off?
He's off tonight.
I have tonight off. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, tonight and
Yay.
tomorrow night. Yeah, tonight and tomorrow night are my normal nights off.
Nice. Okay.
So are you gonna join us on SITV? We're gonna talk about Denver International Airport
We're having a party.
Why?
because it's a weird place and it's a fun topic.
I've never been to. Wait. Have I been through there? I've been through there once. So, but that was a long time ago. But are you talking about like all the weird like underground bunkers and
Yup.
shit?
And the weird
Yeah.
artwork and the rumors that it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
built on a pile of ley lines and like all the weird stuff around it, the conspiracies and the Illuminati crap and all that. That's what we're talking about tomorrow.
If I'm awake, I do plan on going to see a movie tomorrow.
No, fair enough.
So we'll see.
Oh, you'll have the link.
I was gonna go see
Little Mermaid?
Equalizer
Barbie?
3. Little Mermaid, no. Don't waste my time
Wait,
with that
Equalizer
shit.
3? It
Yeah.
came out?
Yeah,
Yeah, last week.
it's
Denzel?
last week.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I'm gonna go see that for sure.
Yeah, I
My
need to
husband.
see Gran Turismo or whatever that
Yeah,
the
how-
racing movie. is.
How was it?
I have heard that is good.
And then I want to see the Denzel movie. Like that looks great.
Equalizer 3.
Yes.
His movies are always great.
Well, and from what I have heard, I think since Training Day, Denzel says he will only work with Antoine Fuqua now.
Really?
Hmm?
I said, really?
Probably because Denzel is tired of everyone's bullshit in Hollywood, and probably that's a director that doesn't have it. Like it doesn't, it's fed up with the bullshit too. So hey, work with
Yeah.
work with
No,
the
the guy
Right.
makes good movies. I don't have an issue with that. I just
Yes, he does.
was saying
True story.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but yeah. So Nomi is patiently waiting to blow our fucking ears out with disgusting noises. Yeah. I'm gonna mute myself so I can cringe inside.
I dropped my Cash App link, so if you guys
Oh,
wanna
God.
give a little tippy tip.
Remember,
Girl,
y'all.
Yeah, if
Remember,
you guys-
y'all. It's just a tip.
Just the tip. That's where I'm from. Anyway. So.
Nomi jar.
Yeah, just give a tip to the Nobi jar.
The Nomi jar. I love
The
it.
Nobi jar. Yeah, so if you guys want to still hear me and see me do ASMR, toss a coin to your girl. But JB, stop doing that, please. Stop.
Yeah. And Amira's doing cleaning ASMR.
I know.
See, Nomi, it's fucking weird.
It is weird, to be honest.
Oh, it's gonna fall out.
What's falling out?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, crunch that granola. Crunch that granola, yeah.
What am I listening to?
I am dying over here. Nami, what are you doing?
Go for
Where's
it.
my husband?
Yes,
Go
Mira's,
for it, Nami.
Mira's husband needs to say
Yeah,
that.
crunch that granola.
I need my husband.
Give that a big crunch right there. Give that a big crunch, come on.
The left molar.
Well, this has been
Come
Abyssal
on.
Musings, the audio porn edition.
This is
Use the
this
left
is the
molar,
late
Nami.
show, right?
It is in fact a late show, and we're 2.5 hours in, so they're not going to hit us for any of this stuff. I just personally find it a little bit off.
Do you hear that, y'all?
That sounds really great.
We're making Sam very uncomfortable,
sounds
which is a
great.
first.
That's a hard thing
That's
to do.
good.
This is a wonderful sound. It's the sound of crunching of granola. It's great. It's awesome.
And you know what the
Yes,
funny,
give us
you know
more,
what the funny
please.
thing is too, is that there are people out there that just as they'll listen to Nomi eat and do the ASMR, there are people out there that will watch a woman clean in silence, like Amira's doing right now.
Mhm.
I'm willing to bet.
Yeah.
Oh, there is. There are some of the ASMR, some of the ASMR channels here have like 500,000 followers. Just ridiculous numbers.
I remember when YouTube was in its infancy, there was a 60-year-old man that was making money hand over fist, and all
I
he would do
remember
is
him.
he would just sit down. I think he was drinking either tea or coffee every morning, and he had 60,000 subs, which was a lot, back then.
Yeah.
And they were just sitting there watching this guy sit at his table and drink.
They felt like they were with him. That's why
Yeah.
it was the loneliness that went away. Yeah, I remember that.
You guys ready?
One more
Mhm.
crunch.
For what?
Give us one more crunch, Nomi.
Oh, and feel
Just
free to continue.
one more crunch,
Feel
Nomi.
free- Yeah, feel free to continue the occasional crunch, Nomi.
Yeah, make sure you cringe Sam out sometimes, just for the crunch factor.
It'll make
you
his.
know
it'll
what?
make
See
his-
me take a bath.
Fuck
I
all
wanna
of you.
take a bath. Samuel, you love us.
His tentacles are shivering right now.
He's
I wanna take a
he's
bath.
he secretly likes this. He's just
He
not
does.
telling it. Yeah.
He's secreting liquid out. Oh, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You should probably not finish that sentence. Yeah.
You guys know
You
who
did not want to know what I was
also
about
says
to
that?
say.
I don't care what you were about to say.
Samuel.
Doesn't Samuel have? Doesn't Samuel
I'm
have?
trying to say something to you
doesn't-
guys. Can you not hear me, or are you guys just
Hold
talking
on.
over
Wait,
me?
one at a time. And we got Clue on.
We got a special guest.
Oh, we got the
Well,
clue
yeah,
here.
but I'm trying to say something, and
But
everyone is just talking over me
Okay,
as if they don't hear me.
Okay,
We
hold
hear
on.
you.
One
You
at
not
a
hear me,
time.
Joker voice? Joker voice is still trying to talk
Hold
over me.
on,
One
Amira.
second. I was going to tell Samuel, when people are saying that Samuel's enjoying this, but he just doesn't show it, it's the same thing that creeps say when they're touching people who don't want to be touched. They're saying they're enjoying it, they just don't know it.
Hi,
I
Clue.
just. Oh wow. Okay. Hi, Clue.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
This is
Clue.
crazy.
Hi,
It's not our
Clue.
fault he lets his tentacles hang out. He's got them out there for everybody to touch and rub.
Yeah, and sometimes they dip in the mud a little bit. It just
Yeah.
happens.
Always secreting from the suckers.
All right.
right.
I was going to say, Samuel. I was going to say, Sam. Don't you have the visual of you running off into a hole somewhere with a scream attached to it?
I haven't used that for a while because that one actually makes people like really uncomfortable. But you know what?
It's appropriate here, though.
I kind of don't care if you're uncomfortable now. So here we go.
Just think of the blood as lubrication, boy. What the hell, Sam? Come on, man.
Oh,
I thought you got rid of that clip.
Why would I get rid of it? It's hilarious.
Oh no!
What did I miss?
Replay it.
That's
Don't play. Just think of the blood as lubrication, boy.
It doesn't show it to me. I don't know why it's not showing it. Oh, strange. What was it? Can you guys
probably
explain?
a good thing, Amira.
It's
It's a good thing. You don't need to see that.
It's an
Samuel's-
octopus in a hole in a lot of wet.
It's Samuel sneaking in.
This is just the tip of 5 guys at once. Are you kidding me?
I saw it this time. I saw it. Do it again.
No.
I mean, if you guys want, I can put on the long one. Those are both the short versions.
I want to
See,
see
I
the
wanna
long
see
one.
it again.
That's what's.
That is glorious.
What
the hell is wrong with you people?
I mean, that's
According to my
amazing.
shrink, a lot.
That's some ASMR stuff right there.
I knew it was bound to happen.
Ooh.
I knew it was bound to happen.
What? So,
What happened? Are you all
what happened?
right?
I didn't see what.
Oh, are you okay?
Ooh.
Wow, she's swearing in Spanish, so she's
Somebody
probably
got
okay.
cussed out.
She's cussing in Spanish, guys. You know.
That sounded like glass.
That hurts so bad.
Are you cut, girl?
No, I haven't looked at it yet. You know how you start walking around because you just.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm not bleeding though. It's just
Okay,
red.
Good.
Oh man.
So now can we laugh?
Shit, Clue. Let's get Clue out of here. Let's get Clue out.
We got to see if you're okay first, and then we can laugh.
I mean, that's kind of that's a rule.
It is a rule. Yeah.
You make sure they don't have to go to the hospital and then make fun
And
of
then
them.
just bust out laughing.
You guys
Yes.
heard it all, right? You guys heard
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt so bad. I'm okay though. Okay, you guys can continue. Are we gonna do the test?
Yes.
The quiz?
Quiz?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Release the McCracken. Welcome to the show.
What's up, Release?
Hey, McCracken.
Technically, he just got pushed back. Never mind. Okay, so you guys ready?
Ready.
All right.
Let's do this.
Been ready.
2, 1. A groom shocked his new wife and wedding guests with what he thought was a great announcement. What did he do? Use the money they saved for a home down payment to buy an F-150, moved his mother into their new home. He joined the Navy and was shipping out in a few weeks, or quit his 6-figure job to become an actor.
He joined the Navy.
Join the Navy.
Who moved?
Became an actor.
Who moved in his mom?
Yeah, I say the mom.
Actor.
2 for the mom, 1 for the actor.
The F-150.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one too.
So
It's the mom.
I would say actor.
I remember.
we got 2 for mom. We got 2 for mom, 2 for Navy, 1 for actor, and 1 for F-150. I have that right?
Sure.
Yeah. And remember, chat. Feel free to
Yeah.
participate.
Sam, did you? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yeah, I said Navy.
Well, we're gonna have to go to.
Is this like where we have to agree on one answer, or what is?
No.
Oh.
You
No,
don't have to.
we
No,
just we do we take the one do with the most votes and go with that one.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Mom.
I don't know.
It's mom.
It was mom?
No, we
Mom.
haven't clicked on it yet.
Oh.
I
It's
put
mom.
Navy. Navy.
Navy.
Actor.
In the Navy.
There's nothing
Well,
like
you
a
can sail the
name.
7 seas in the Navy.
Well, we're stuck.
Yeah. All right. So I'll switch just because, but I still think it was Navy. But
Well, wait. Wait. How can we be stuck? There are 7. Oh, that's right. There
yeah, Larry doesn't
I
get a
can't-
vote.
7 of
I
us
can't do
here,
it.
so we.
So
Chat.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind.
Chat, engage with us.
6.
What do you think the answer is?
I think the entire chat is here.
Yeah, most of us, yeah.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Well, we got released in the
We
Kraken.
got Richard and Beak.
Yeah.
Yep.
Suka.
Chat,
Oh, we
your
got
only
we
hope.
got Beak for mother.
Beak says
Beak-
mother.
Yeah, Beak says mother.
Thank you, Beak.
That's 3 for mother.
All right, let's see.
That's 3 for mommy.
Nope, he joined the Navy.
What the hell?
Join the
Okay.
Navy?
Hey,
Wow.
Nomi. Know me?
Yes. What?
Chris Pie 5.
Horrible conditions and overcrowding led to reported cases of cannibalism at this number 14 of the most dangerous prison in the world. Ciudad Barrios Prison, El Salvador, Muhanga Prison, Rwanda, Mendoza Prison,
Rwanda.
Argentina, or La Modelo, Colombia.
Rwanda.
El
Rwanda.
Salvador.
No, Rwanda.
I heard 3 for Rwanda.
I'll say
And
Salvador.
Yeah.
that's 2 for El Salvador.
Mags?
Hold on. I want to say Argentina.
And 1 for Argentina.
Mhm.
So it looks like
Oh, bless you.
Rwanda won by
Thank
above
you.
average. And it is correct.
Oh, there you go.
Damnation.
Blank police arrested Blank at their hotel after a firecracker went off in the audience, prompting the cops to shut down the venue. Cleveland, Public Enemy, Las Vegas, The Grateful Dead, Detroit, NWA, or Los Angeles, The Rolling Stones.
Detroit.
L.A.
L.A.
L.A. The Rolling Stones.
Cleveland or Detroit.
Oh,
Gotta
God,
pick one.
I'm gonna say Las
Cleveland.
Vegas.
No.
LA.
Rap groups don't do firecrackers at their concerts.
No. Dead's not.
Okay, but I got
Not
a
a
joker.
dead
I gotta give Max his vote. Max.
It's.
Okay.
I said Las Vegas, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Okay, so I got 2 for Las Vegas, 1 for Detroit,
Cleveland.
1 for Cleveland.
I think there was 2 for Los Angeles. Is that? I think that's what it was. And Sam is not back. He
said internet crashed. He's fixing it.
Okay. Well, that
I say
that leaves
Cleveland.
Amira.
I don't know,
said-
guys.
I
I
said
really
Los
have no idea.
Angeles.
Just put Cleveland. I'll just say Cleveland. I don't
Okay.
even know what's going on.
Why you change your answer?
Who? I didn't change.
You said Los Angeles with me.
No, I never said anything.
She
I was in
never
the
said
bathroom.
anything. I think that was Nomi. You said Los Angeles, didn't you?
I'm still sticking with Los Angeles.
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's 2 Los
okay.
Angeles,
Never mind. My bad.
2 for Cleveland, 1 for Detroit, and 1 for Las Vegas.
Beak says Vegas, so there's 2 for Vegas.
So that's
So
2
there's-
for Vegas.
Yep.
Wait. Yeah, Beak said Columbia. Wait.
No, that was
that's
for the
other
previous one. Yeah.
Gotcha. So 2 for Vegas, 2 for Los Angeles,
There's no
2
time limit
for
on this one?
Cleveland, 1 for Detroit.
Yeah, it's a timer's going.
Oh, but it's long. It's a really long one.
Yeah, but you're running out of time. You already lost like 6 minutes.
6 minutes on what the 4th question.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta kind of catch
Speed up.
Yeah. Gosh. Come on, chat, help us out.
Well, Beak is the only one who's
And
participating right
silence.
now.
And
Larry,
dead air.
since you're the host, I pick it, man. You're
No,
the
he
one
knows the answer.
I know the answer.
He knows the answer.
Did Samuel say anything before he had issues?
Wait. So Mag said Las Vegas.
Yes.
Beak said Las Vegas. Who else said Las Vegas?
No one.
No one else did? Okay, so Nomi said LA. Clue said
LA.
LA.
I said LA.
I said Cleveland.
And so did
then
Amira.
who else?
Amira said Cleveland as well.
Beak
Okay,
said he'll
so
change his
so it's
vote to
two.
LA.
He changed his
So-
vote to LA.
Okay.
We're gonna run
So
out
that
of
breaks
time
the
for
tie.
sure.
If that,
You guys
Okay.
need to hurry.
yes, it does.
All right. It is Detroit. In
So we all got
Shocking.
it wrong.
What happened when
Right.
Frank Zappa and his band, the Mothers of Intervention, performed at the famous Montreal casino in Switzerland? Some genius thought shooting a Roman candle at the band was safe. It wasn't. Members of the band Deep Purple was inspired by the event and wrote a successful song. The balcony collapsed. All answers are correct.
I'm gonna say all
one
answers
of
are
those.
correct.
All of the above.
Yeah.
That sounds
No,
like a
he,
crazy
he,
show.
he put that in there to trick us.
He
All of
probably
the
could think of
above.
a fourth answer. That's true.
That's a trap.
Sam, can you help us here?
All of the above.
Beak even says all the above.
So I got 1, 2. Who else saying all of the above?
The balcony
I'll go with all of the
collapsed.
above.
I'll say it too.
The balcony.
Wait, because everybody said something. Who's saying all of the above?
Me
I
and
will.
Beak.
And me. So
Okay,
we three.
three.
The majority.
Yeah, that's already
The
a,
majority.
The majority?
the majority.
Okay. Let's see. Correct.
Ah!
What the hell?
Yeah. At number 24, this member of the world's most dangerous prisons is the site of human rights violations, human medical experimentation, and other sadistic forms of abuse like hanging and water torture. Muhanga Prison,
North
Rwanda.
Korea.
Camp 22, North Korea. Prison, Turkey. Black Dolphin Prison, Russia.
Ooh.
North
Russia or North
Korea.
Korea?
North Korea.
North Korea.
North Korea.
Everybody saying North Korea.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
feels like Kim
Okay.
Jong Un.
Filming this band from the crowd is a bad idea. Their lead singer snapped and punched a fan, pointed at his camera and told security to take that now, get that guy and take that. However, the singer decided to take care of the confiscation himself, assaulting more people in the audience and security. The venue erupted into chaos after the singer called the security lame asses and said, "I'm going home," before throwing his microphone down and storming off the stage. Was there the Clash?
That's Axl Rose.
Guns
That's
N'
Axl
Roses.
Rose.
Hold on.
That was Axl.
Yeah.
Can you stop cutting him off?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The Sex
Calm down.
Pistols or the Misfits.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, obviously.
Guns N'
Guns N'
Roses.
Apparently
Yeah.
roses.
Yeah, that was a gimme. Only Axl would do something
Yeah,
stupid.
Joker was there.
He probably Joker
I think
probably
Joker
was
was
the
the
cameraman.
Yeah.
He was the one that was
He-
the cameraman.
He's like,
It's a
Hey,
dark
man.
memory. I don't like to talk about it.
A man took his date to an upscale French restaurant and had a great time until he didn't. What happened? The man locked eyes with his boss, the husband of his date. The man locked eyes with his wife, who was also there cheating on him. The woman spoke, and the man realized that his date wasn't a man at all. The man
Ooh.
got a family photo from his estranged father and realized that his date is his half sister.
Last one. Half sister.
I would say he
That-
called his boss, who is his date's husband.
Boss.
I would say
The second one.
I'm gonna go with Sam on that one because that just seems messed up enough.
yeah,
So-
the second one seems more realistic. I mean, they all
His
they
wife
are.
was cheating on him.
Yeah, they're all realistic, but I think the second one is bound to happen more than the others.
So the man locked eyes with his wife? Is that what you're talking
With the
about?
husband of his date.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
another answer.
No. Okay, now I'm getting confused. Sam, now which one did you want again?
Half sister.
Half sister?
Half sister.
That's the one that
Half-sister.
just seems random. That's why I'm inclined to say that one too, because it seems very random. But who knows?
3 for half sister?
Wife was
No,
cheating on
I'm
him.
not for half sister.
Okay, which one are you for?
That he locked eyes on his boss, who is the husband of his date.
Okay. Nomi?
The one that he locked eyes with his wife. The second one.
Okay, second one. Blue?
Mags.
Wife was cheating on him. Second one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Okay.
second
Okay.
one. So
That's
that's
3 for the second one. So
Mm-hmm.
that's majority.
Yeah,
Ah!
finally got him.
Wow.
3.
Was it right? Was it
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
right.
Who was right? The one that they said?
yeah.
He locked
The
eyes
one
with his wife.
The second one.
who was also
It-
cheating on
Okay.
him.
There's more
Mhm.
to it to that too, because she had the nerve to actually storm over to him and screamed at him.
Oh my god.
There's a lot more to this story.
You're one to
Which is-
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is true. Police were called to the home of a man standing on his porch yelling help. What did the police discover during their investigation? There was no man. The caller was watching a movie and had a mental episode. It was BDSM. His dominatrix made the man stand outside and yell help before beating him. The man was acting out his scene in a movie being filmed on his street, or the man was looking for his cat named Help.
The cat.
One for the cat,
BDSM.
one for BDSM,
BDSM.
two for
Yeah,
BDSM,
BDSM.
three for BDSM. Okay.
I want to go for the first one
Okay.
because mental episodes.
There
do
was no
happen.
man? Oh, okay.
Sam?
I'm inclined to think it was the man was acting out a scene in a movie being filmed on the street.
Okay. Clue?
I said the BDSM.
Okay. Let's
Beak
check.
says cat.
All right. It was the cat.
Okay, a cat.
Oh.
Well done, Beak.
Okay.
He had a cat named Help.
Number 3 on the world's
Maybe
most
cat
famous
help.
dangerous prisons list, Pitak Island prison in Russia has reportedly done what to prisoners? They are beaten with a thick wooden rod once a month. They are locked in two-man cells for 22 and a half hours a day. The rest of the time, they are put in, of course, they're in prison. I knew I screwed this thing up. They're put in a cell. Prisoners are randomly killed every month to make room for new arrivals. They are sometimes tortured by being dipped in hot oil.
Ooh, hot oil.
Number
Randomly
3, I
killed.
would say. Yeah,
randomly killed.
I would say that too.
Okay, let's see. Anybody else clue?
Yeah,
Second one.
I agree with.
Two-man cells for 22 and a half hours.
Okay, so clue's got that one. Everybody else is saying 3.
Yeah, because I
there's-
think that prison is all for death row inmates.
I say it's hot
Kill.
oil, but yeah.
Beak said kill. Let's see. Nope, clue was
I
right.
knew it was that
Wow.
one because you were frustrated for
What is it?
spelling that word. So I knew it was that one.
They're
Oh,
locked.
two-man-
They're locked
two-man,
down.
okay.
After sending each other notes saying you should quit, Wesley Snipes attacked Blade trilogy director David Goyer because of a scene and costume choice Snipes perceived as racist. Afterwards, Snipes was blamed by others for all the problems associated with Blade Trinity. False. There were no
True.
you should quit sign, or true.
True.
So got
True.
one true.
True.
False.
True.
3 trues, 1 false. Anybody else?
True. Yeah,
Another
true.
true. Then that'll do it. It is true.
Yeah.
A man in North Carolina was arrested, taken to jail, and later released without bond. However, when he returned for court a month later, the man was sentenced to 10 days in jail, but was allowed to serve it at home with an ankle monitor. What did the man do? He let his daughter sell lemonade without a permit. He said the F word in public. He peed on his neighbor's dog, or he gave a cop the middle finger as she drove past his home.
Lemonade
you said
stand.
That you said he was left out of jail without bond.
He was let out of jail without a bond, but they put an ankle monitor on him, and he had to serve the 10 days at home.
Oh, just 10 days?
Lemonade stand.
1 for lemonade stand. Anybody else?
You can't get jailed for flipping off a cop. You can flip off the president. So I would say lemonade too.
2 for lemonade.
He peed on his dog's neighbor, or the neighbor dog. Peed.
Peed on a neighbor's dog.
I mean,
that
that's
is a
kind of
foul.
lemonade.
Good one.
Matt?
Ew.
I think it's the peed.
He peed.
That's 2 for
Pee.
peed.
I think
Yeah,
you know what? I
that's
think I'm going to
the
change mine too. I'm going to change
No,
mine
no,
too.
no,
Probably
no,
the
change it. Ain't no change it.
I can
I
change
think-
clue.
Beak says lemonade. Richard L says peed.
I'm going for P.
So P has the majority then, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
So let's see. Nope, he said the F word in public.
No.
Really?
What state is he in?
Wow.
I think it was North Carolina.
Yeah.
True or false? When police arrived at Raritan Drive, the resident who called the officers told them a family was taking over. Telling them a family was taking over the minds of dogs in the neighborhood. The only way the cops could protect them was to install an anti-force field into their heads before letting the dogs go outside. False or true?
False.
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 Consensus.
Yeah.
True.
False.
Oh.
Nah, man.
Wow.
Right. Tadmor
Wow.
Prison, Syria, is number 1 on the list
Be right back.
of dangerous prison. Detainees have been tortured and executed by being dragged to death or being cut into pieces with an axe. False, Tadmor is number 5 on the list, or true?
False.
One for false. 2
I'm
for
gonna go
false.
with false. Tadmore's 5.
That's 3 for false.
False. Yeah.
4
False.
okay. And
Yay.
got it. A bartender recounted a time when a wig-wearing wife tracked her husband and his mistress down to his bar. After observing them for a while, the wife ordered some drinks. What did she do next? Walked over with the drinks and poured it on her cheating husband and his mistress. She joined them. They were role-playing for a planned threesome. She threw the drink on the man, who turned out to be her husband's single twin, sent them the drinks, then called the cops on her husband for a DUI when they left.
That last one. That
That's
last
petty.
one. Yeah.
That's funny, but I'm gonna go with role playing for a threesome.
But she was wearing a wig after all, so she was in a costume. Okay.
Okay. So what's your vote for that, Mira?
I would say she called the DUI. She called the police on her.
Yeah,
DUI.
me. I'm the DUI as well.
So that's
Yeah,
2
I'm
for
doing
DUI and
DUI for me too,
3.
Larry.
Okay. Clue?
Walked over with the drinks and poured it on.
You might turn your mic up a little bit, buddy. It sounds kind of low.
Yeah, we can
Walked
barely hear you.
over.
Gotcha.
Better than Joker.
Well, it looks like sent them the drink. It looks like the DUI has Beacon saying planned threesome. But I think Sam, am I right? I think the DUI still has priority. I mean, it still has
Oh yeah,
majority.
yeah. I think there's more people voted for DUA.
Correct.
Haha.
And you were right.
The only one I got right.
After realizing he was stood up for 10 minutes into his date, a man stayed and ordered pizza and continued to wait in case he was wrong. What happened an hour and a half later? The man packed up the pizza and left, then was hit by a car being driven by his late date. His would-be date's boyfriend showed up to have dinner with the man. I gotta fix this stuff. The man was discovered by a movie producer and is now a famous actor. Or a server took her break and sat with him. They are reportedly still dating.
They're still dating.
1.
I kind of feel like I've heard this story before, so I'm gonna go with discovered by a movie producer and is now a famous actor.
Okay, it's 1 for that.
He got hit by the car by his date.
3.
They're still dating.
2 for still dating. 2 for actor. 3 for dated server. Max?
I'm gonna say it's still dating.
Okay.
The server.
Okay. Correct.
Aha.
The
y'all.
old exorcist maze prank went wrong for a man who tried to prank his friend. After the demonic Reagan image appeared and spooked the victim, the prankster came out from under the table dressed as the demonic character. What happened next? The victim passed out and hit his head, scaring the prankster. The victim crowned him with a lamp, then busted a window and jumped out. The victim threw the PC at the prankster and ran out of the house. Or the victim tapped into his inner Tyson and uppercutted the prankster out of his shoes.
First one. Passed out, hit his head.
They all sound the same.
Passed out. Yeah.
2 for passed out.
Uppercut him.
1 for uppercut.
Yeah,
Max?
I'm gonna say the first one.
3 for the first one.
So there's your majority.
Yep. He crowned him with the lamp.
Oh, so we were all wrong. Awesome.
Blank men were killed at a blank concert when blank and blank the victims blank.
Oh my
Man.
god.
5, Led Zeppelin
SAT.
rioted, stabbed them, bled to death while the rioting spread. 2, AC/DC, they fought, fell down some stairs, suffered broken necks. 14, Nirvana, part of the stage collapsed, landed on them, and they were crushed. 9, Pearl Jam, people rushed the stage, suffocated to death.
9, Pearl Jam. People rushed the stage and suffocated to death.
1,
Pearl Jam.
2,
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
That sounds like a Pearl Jam thing.
it was a Pearl Jam thing.
Ooh.
I remember hearing about that.
Of
It was
course.
pretty fucking
Hold on.
awful.
True or false? The ball night promotion at Dodger Stadium was a great idea for the fans, but not the umpire. Turns out it's not a good idea to eject manager at the time Tommy Lasorda and a player from the game for challenging a call. 200 angry fans decided not to take their balls and go home. Instead, they took aim at the field and everyone on it. For some reason, the umpire told the Cardinals to stay on the field, but eventually gave up and called the game after more fans decided to join in. I
Oh,
fixed that too. I don't know why I saved that. But I know I fixed that and saved it. Now, is it true or false?
True.
I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say false. You talk about another team. I don't know.
False. Okay.
False.
Okay.
False.
2 for false. Richard L says true. Anybody else not vote yet?
I don't
Pete
even know
says
what it
true.
is. I don't really understand the story. I'm just gonna
Baseball.
say true. I see. I wouldn't know. True. I'm just true.
Okay. It is true.
Ah.
In 2013, a police officer arrested 3 people for finding crystalline rocks of solid material. Even though the 3 proved that the rocks were in fact still wrapped up Jolly Ranchers, the officer didn't buy it. Following a field test which came back positive, they were arrested and held for 24 hours until a lab test proved that they were in fact Jolly Ranchers. True or false?
Can you back up? Can you back up on your mic, Joker? Can you like put it away from your mouth a little bit?
Yeah. So I got 1 true.
I'm gonna go with false.
False.
True.
Another false.
I say
True.
false.
Another false. Anybody not vote?
True.
False.
True. We got another false. I think
Midnight
Beak
Horror.
said true. Beak said true as well.
Midnight Horror.
We got 30
think
more
it's-
seconds.
I think it's split.
Richard says true as well.
We're not gonna make it, Clue.
We'll go with true.
Okay.
Yeah. A kitchen manager recounted a time when a customer approached him and asked to leave the restaurant through the back door. Considering what happened, the manager and his staff quickly let him out the back. What happened? Man was running from a process server. Got set up with an old hooker.
We're not going to be
Man
able
was
to
on
finish
the
this.
run. I'll answer this one for you guys. It was the old hooker.
Mm.
Hey, what about ALL?
We're done.
Hey, that's not too bad.
It was,
Yeah,
we
it
did
was
do
better
good.
than the last
13
one.
out of
Yeah.
25. We
It's
got
7
halfway done.
people though. 7 people, so it makes sense.
I mean, we had a lot of chat contributing as well to the last one,
Yeah.
but we're all just dumb.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not dumb. What I did was I
to
should
yourself.
have instead of doing like 25 questions, I should have put 20.
Oh yeah,
I didn't give you guys-
five less than this one would make us go faster.
Yeah.
Can you set the timer?
Yeah, you could set the timer. I could put 5 questions and put it at 25 minutes.
Then why didn't you do that?
Because we're going to be chatting and making jokes and everything. Yeah.
I'll do it next time. I didn't expect to have a full panel. If I'd have known this, I would have made them completely different. I probably would have made them half of what they are now.
Yeah, the celebrities are here.
Oh.
Good times, man. Good times. It's actually it's not often on this particular show that we have a full panel, but it's a nice thing sometimes.
Yeah.
So just want to say thank you all for showing up because this has been awesome. Except for the ASMR stuff, knock that off.
No, the
That was the
ASMR
best.
stuff was awesome.
I still have more.
Go right ahead. Hey, as far as the format, the show is over. The show is over as far as the format. So.
Oh man, it's not country anymore. It got too soft.
You got
That's too easy. Too easy.
You got
No,
flaccid on
me.
you.
That's usually what happens after a while, you know.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
No, me, you having too much
Oh.
fun.
I laughed a little too hard there. I almost died.
She broke 3 times. No, she broke 4 times in one show. It's a record.
That's the best time.
Okay.
I tell you what, I am definitely grateful that you guys are here, man. I can't wait to move to Texas. I love San Antonio.
Someone has some background music.
You moving to
going
my
on.
state, my old state?
Yeah, I'm moving to San Antonio.
It's hot as hell, literally.
I'm used to
Yeah,
it.
it
I
is.
was, I was
Can I say
walking
what
around.
it's hot as? I can say what it's hot
Please.
as.
Go ahead.
Please.
Say it.
Please.
It's hotter than devil dick in a wool condom.
Clue.
Clip.
Clue. You
Clip.
know where I live. It's
Oh, Nevada. Yeah.
Yeah, Clue. It honestly, the heat didn't bother me at all, man. I put on some sunblock. I drank me some water. I was walking around. I didn't even know there was 100 degrees. My friend had to tell me. He was like, "Larry, why are you walking around outside?" I was like, "It's fine." He was like, "Bro, it's 106." I was like,
that's it.
"And?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
Oh, that's
Yeah, but
nothing.
Texas heat is humid though. It's not like Phoenix heat.
Yeah,
"It doesn't
it's
bother me
true.
though."
Yeah,
No, it will.
humidity and heat for me doesn't bother me, and I live in a state that has both. So-
Yeah.
How about
In
dry?
fact,
Was
it
it
was. Yeah, I live in
last
Ohio.
week?
In fact, it was hotter in Ohio before I left than it was in Texas for me. It was hotter
Last
here.
week. Last week we had an overnight low of 95.
Oof. Sounds chilly.
Must have been snowing.
It was.
So is everybody just moving at the same time?
No.
No, I'm not.
no, I'm still
Because
here.
I'm moving to South Dakota. So
I
Hey,
just
Clue,
moved.
did you
I
see
like
that?
my cold.
Did you see that article I sent you? I thought that you might have been one of the truckers.
What? Whoa, what happened?
You didn't see the article I sent you? These two truckers stopped at a Denny's in South Dakota.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
And this waitress wouldn't serve them. And when they asked her why she wouldn't serve them, she called the cops on them.
Yeah, I wouldn't meet. Nah, nope. I blend right in.
Yeah, she sent
Real
another
quick.
waitress to them,
Yeah,
and the
right.
waitress
So
was like, "Hey,
get
she was
out of
like,
here.
you gotta leave," and they were like, "Why?" And she was like, "Oh, so and so over there, yeah, she doesn't want to serve you guys, and she wants you out." And when the cops got there, they were like, "Yeah, what did you do?" And they were like, "We don't even know. We just sat
They
down. She
black.
won't serve us."
Real quick. Midnight Horror. Thank you very much. Yeah, we just passed 200 subscribers a few days ago.
Woo!
Nice.
Yep. Beak says something about a Denny's. The only incident I remember at a Denny's was in Lincoln, Nebraska, about 3 decades ago.
Yeah,
Cool. I want
you
us
get
to
them
do
every
a
once in a
stream.
while. So
Cool. I want to do a stream with you about the truckers.
I have a lot to say.
yeah.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, hey, did you guys see
It's a
that?
corrupt thing. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, there was a. Did you see? Clue, did you see the video of that police officer that saved that trucker? Trucker hit something and he was unconscious, and his truck caught fire, and his cop pulled him out.
I didn't
He
hear
was
about
like,
that.
"Ugh," he was like, "Sir." And as soon as he got the guy out and dragged him across the street, the truck exploded.
Damn, I didn't hear about that.
I got the video for it. I put it on a certain lioness's. I put it on her list. I put a. I also put that other one with that single mom that won't let her 15-year-old son get a job. She was like, I'll fund his existence.
No, I have my views on
What
that. You
the
might be surprised.
hell?
Yeah.
You'll be surprised what my views are on that.
Let's see. Yeah, she was like, he's got all his life to get a job. He doesn't need one right now. So this is
son husbands. Tell you.
This is a YouTuber that calls himself.
I don't agree with that.
This is a
I don't
YouTuber
think
that
it's
calls.
anything.
Thank
Go ahead,
you.
sorry, Larry.
This is a YouTuber that calls himself Mother Trucker.
I can't stand that guy. That guy annoys me. But yeah, go ahead. Ugh.
Hello, Mother Truckers.
Scared. He was nervous, but he saved this truck driver's life. Mother Truckers, we applaud this man right here. We appreciate you, and thank you, Roland Dub, for what you do as well.
So this is Lieutenant Corey Brooks. He works for Salisbury Police. Yesterday, the
She's
department
cute.
released video of a rescue that he made last month that is nothing short of heroic.
See, the guy is. I don't know if he's sleeping or what. He looks.
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Come on out.
He's an angel. This guy's an angel.
This never made the national news because we don't want people thinking there are good cops.
And he's white. Is he
Exactly.
white?
Exactly. That was the point of it too.
You know that's dead weight.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard to do.
Okay.
So
Sir.
He probably broke something. Internal bleeding.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's that adrenaline run.
and at this point too,
You can
like
mute
he
it,
does
can't you?
he doesn't, it doesn't matter. Like he's just it's better for him to live and deal with the consequences of it all.
Yeah, I can mute it. I just thought you wanted to hear the
grunting.
Yeah.
But those grunts is like an angel to me, like saving him.
So that truck crashed and it's now going set on fire?
Yeah, it's on fire, and it eventually, at some point, it actually explodes.
Oh my god.
Right after he gets him out.
It's carrying 200 gallons of gas of diesel.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's full.
Woof.
Yeah. This guy's an angel. I want him around if something happens to me.
And my shock is all those cars that was driving by, and not. Well, I mean, maybe.
How would they know?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I guess they wouldn't.
Well, it could be one of those moments too that it's something so shocking that people don't know how to respond to it. If that makes sense.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or maybe they think they'll make the situation worse if they touch him.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, look at that truck driver that just went on drive, just drove right.
Now, this is what I want to mention on the show, Amira. That's illegal for that guy to do that.
Yes.
When you have a CDL, you are required by law to provide assistance.
Mm-hmm.
For him to drive by like that,
yep.
That's he could lose his license. He won't
Yeah,
go
and
to
it's
jail,
against
but he could
trucker
lose his
code.
license.
It's against trucker code too. Truckers always help one another. Well, they're supposed to anyway.
They're supposed to be. It's like a bond or like a certain.
It's like a
code.
brotherhood. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the word. You know how many trucks I've seen that are broken down on the side of the road? Other truckers will put chains on the other ones and pull them out. People they don't even know.
Yeah. Every winter, I see trucks turned over in the snow because they be on.
I see that. That's Tuesday for me.
For real.
It's wintertime. It's Tuesday.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Look at that. Oh gosh. And look at those cars going. Like, okay, so it's one thing. You know, it's kind of like you have to look at it very nuanced here. Like, I understand people driving by and just trying to get out of danger too, if you think of it that way. But at the same time, they're driving so freaking close to it, they could easily get hurt if they. Okay, sorry. It's just
No.
No,
Matt,
you're
go
saying
ahead.
the right things. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's just safety procedures and such. And not only that, but they're dragging a guy on the highway there, and they could. Sorry.
They
It's
could have
just,
ran the cop over, ran the lady over.
well, see here in Virginia, we had a situation where I think it was hurricane. It was a major hurricane that hit Wilmington and came up the coast, and behind its tail, it produced 15 tornadoes in my area.
Oof. And
it caused a crash. Like, you know, of course, first responders are responding in these situations in between tornadoes, by the way. And because I actually had to dodge a few basically to get home because work told us that, you know, to either stay put or get home, and I just chose to just risk it and just be home because we had a dog and a cat home, and I wanted to make sure that they were secure. But anyway, a firefighter got killed because idiots on the road didn't slow down or pull or get onto the other lane. So there is a law in my state that says
Pull over the. Yep. It's in all states now.
Yeah, I think, and that this was a couple years ago, so I think that's now universal across the states. But yeah, this sort of shit bothers me.
I'm in Virginia right now, Harrisonburg. How far is that from you?
Harrisonburg is about 2.5, maybe 3 hours away from me. So I don't want to dox myself where exactly.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
don't,
okay,
don't
yeah.
talk yourself.
I'm right off at I-81.
Oh, I know 81. That's my old stomping grounds in college. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it looks like they're waiting for trying to flag somebody down.
Yeah, because look at this. Because what if
Look
the
That's the truck getting ready. It's getting ready to go up.
yeah and look,
That
look
just
at the
just
cars
reminds me of a capo back in Gotham until Batsy got involved.
It's a double.
Big jerk.
It's a
But see,
double.
look at this. The cars are like literally driving in the lane beside it. They could easily get. Oh gosh, sorry, it just bothers me.
No, people are
You
dumb.
trigger-
Max.
Look at that. Another truck driver. Another one just driving by it.
Yeah, by law, you're supposed to provide some kind of assistance. You don't have to do medical. You just call somebody. All you're required to do is call somebody.
I mean, people
Or,
are,
you know.
And there's another
depends on where
truck.
you are, but
Yeah, he was supposed to stop. He is supposed to stop federal law.
They just driving right
people
past
on the
it.
road are kind of dicks sometimes. I was in an accident once about 20 years ago on I-25 in the winter, and the driver and owner of the car that I was in has cerebral palsy, and this can sometimes make him appear to be drunk from a distance, right? So the only one guy stopped and helped pull us out of the median. We hit a patch of black ice. It's a whole thing. It helped us get out of the median so we could repair the one tire that needed to be replaced with the donut and all that. The only other person who stopped besides the cops after we got good and rolling again, and it's 19 degrees below zero, stopped to take pictures so they could send them to the highway patrol and report a drunk driver.
Yeah.
That's all they did. They didn't even speak to us.
Well, they probably thought they were being a good citizen by doing that too.
It's the middle of nowhere. There's nothing out there. If somebody's on the side of the road at that time of year in those temperatures, something's wrong. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them tanks about to get hit with that fire. Them tanks are about to. They're right there on the bottom of it.
Oh my god.
It's like you got them out in time, though. I mean, the whole cab's been engulfed.
And all that air passing is only feeding that fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it spikes every time somebody passes right next to it.
Yep, exactly.
I know. I planned it perfectly.
All these truck drivers. And here's another one driving right past.
Yeah,
There it is.
There she blows.
Now, the good thing about diesel is it doesn't explode like gasoline.
Yeah, it's.
But
it's
if you
not-
got
it's not as
200
volatile.
gallons of it, it's going to look the same as gasoline.
Oh, sure. With gasoline, it's the fumes you got to worry about, not so much the liquid.
Yep.
But it is quite a bit more volatile than diesel is. Diesel, as I understand it, especially if it's treated, is designed not to explode. I mean, but obviously, if you apply enough heat to anything, that it's gonna burn.
I mean,
That's
how
why
are these?
their tanks on the outside.
I am like seriously looking at this with serious there's so many safety violations. Sorry.
What do you mean
No,
safety violation? Where?
Well, it's just these people they should be first of all they should be stopping. They could easily get injured themselves and injure other people around them.
Well, not only that,
I
Max.
don't think that they should be stopping.
Well, no. Not only that, Mags, but
But not help. Not necessarily. They don't need the cars don't need to stop to help them. They could just I don't know.
That would cause more of a problem because the more you see people just randomly stop, the more accidents happen because people aren't prepared for that.
Here's my issue with all of that. It's like if you're driving on that highway and you're coming close to that incident, you're gonna see the flames from that distance.
Yeah,
they should slow down. They should
have slowed down.
Yeah, just
and
like,
move to the other side. Get away.
Yeah,
from
because see, I've seen plenty of accidents like this since I've been driving. Like, I'm very observant. I look ahead. It's like, that looks out of the ordinary. I'm going to slow down because I don't know what's ahead. Oh, shoot, there's a fire. I'm going to slow down. And I've maybe like 3 accidents in my lifetime where I not pulled off to the side, but like stopped in the middle of the highway, kind of tilt my car so like cars can slow down. Like, hey, that person either slowed or stalled out or something's wrong. We got to slow down and just like kind of avoid the situation. I'll do my best to like help out so other cars like these idiots here won't drive through. Like, oh, it's nothing, just another Tuesday in Clues books.
I see some. It's the winter time. It's the winter time. You see a lot of this stuff.
The best thing to do, I would say, is just move a couple lanes away from the incident, slow down, put your hazards on so people can know they're slowing down. Everybody's slowing down. Put your hazards and just keep going. Or unless you see somebody needs help. But it's best to just not make it more of a scene than it has to be, because then it's going to cause more problems later.
I do want to know, though, how long it took for the paramedics to get there.
Yeah.
Because
Do you know the condition of the victim?
I don't know. I just found out about this today.
Oh, wow.
If a person is trained and they're just driving past that, shame on them. If a person is trained like medically, you should be stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that oath, you have to stop.
Yeah, this was posted a day ago, so it could be as far back as 2 days with this incident.
Yeah,
depending on the upload and everything.
Well, you know,
we just have to make a phone call. Doctors have to provide aid. We just have to make a phone call.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Actually, there should be an update because I remember in the beginning, the guy said that this happened a month ago.
Oh.
They were just now reporting on it.
Oh, hey, look! It has the date up top, in the right. It says August 8th.
Oh.
1 month.
That's funny because I'm just hearing about this today too.
Yep.
I'm hearing about it today too.
But you can't make a police officer look like a hero.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Saving black people?
God
No,
forbid.
man. That'll kill our story.
That doesn't fit the narrative, Larry.
I know.
Cops don't save black people. They
here's
kill
another
them.
one. Here's another one. I pulled an article of a Democrat official that was spearheading the defund the police movement in her city in Minnesota.
Yes, I heard
and
about
she
this.
got attacked. You heard about that? She got broken leg and everything. They
Yeah,
beat the hell
then
out of
she's
her.
like, we need to have stricter laws and policies and
more police.
Change the
yeah.
tune.
And all of a sudden she want more police.
All of them want more police.
Oh,
they all do.
Just like last week with that film crew that was in Chicago, and they were doing they were live and they were filming and talking about a series of robberies in the neighborhood, and while they were reporting on it, the robbers showed up and robbed them live on air.
Well, see, they want more police in their neighborhood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let me ask you. I didn't get an answer for this. Is the officer who saved this man from this fire white?
I don't think
No,
so.
he's black.
He was black.
His arm
He
looked
was
white.
black.
He looked tan, so I don't know if he's black or white.
But the officer.
Well, they showed
wait,
an
wait,
image
stop,
of him
stop,
on the
stop,
news
stop.
thing.
Stop.
Yeah.
Hold on. The officer. You're asking about the officer that saved him, correct? They showed his photo. He was black.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I just said.
I
That's
said it before you
interesting.
did, Sam.
I did.
Yes, I did.
You did
No,
put this
no,
story
you
in the list, Larry.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I got Oh, and then the Biden administration now all of a sudden, because Mayor Adams and them are crying about the immigrants, now they're trying to create a law to force Texas to hold all of the illegal immigrants. that come across
You're gonna
the
tell
border.
Texas what to do? Fuck.
Yeah.
Power of the states. Power of the states not gonna let that happen.
Yeah, and Governor Abbott said if that fool does that, I'm gonna double the amount of illegals that I'm sending. He said I'm gonna send them straight to Washington D.C. and dump them right in front of his door.
Yeah, pick them up all from El Paso because that's where they're at. I'm
Yeah.
tired of them being in my neighborhood. Not
Yeah, it's
like
a
I'm.
fight,
Yeah.
and some judge just told him that he violated some act by having those buoys in the water and told him to pick them up, and they went right and appealed it, and another judge was like, "Nah, they ain't picking those up."
You know, it's funny. The View, the harpies on the View, were
The
complaining
scissoring
about
hens.
Yeah, they were complaining about the same thing, and it's like, really, you're gonna be complaining about that? You're making money, you're making all this dough, and then you're gonna be complaining and saying shit like this? Get out of here.
You know, they don't
Wait.
want it
So,
in their state. They only
so,
want it in the red states.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
wait.
They don't want it in their blue neighborhoods.
So is it? So you mean there's no more room in the Hamptons?
No.
Apparently,
Hamptons
there's
is
full.
There never was.
There's plenty of
anywhere.
room at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
So what Adam said in his speech the other
Martha's
day was
Vineyard is
that
pretty big.
all of the different cities in New York they're basically playing hot potato with the illegals. They're dumping them they're kicking them out of their cities and saying, no, you take them. No, you take them. So they're just tossing them back and forth.
Did you see them sleeping at the Chicago precincts?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they moved them out without talking to the residents in a neighborhood. I think it's Hyde Park, and they put them in an empty hotel, and the people in the neighborhood got pissed off, and they were like, "Wait a minute, you got a whole bunch of homeless Americans that you guys ain't did nothing for them, but you letting all these illegals come in there, and then they show the videos of the illegals. They sitting there with Jordans, had iPhones, gold chains around their neck, just sitting there laid back with their feet kicked up."
Yep.
Larry and crew, did you guys see? They were putting illegals in luxury hotels in New York. When
They've
they
been
were
doing
there.
that.
And they're
Like,
trashing the
luxury
place.
hotel?
Yeah,
And they were
Exactly,
trashing
they're
the place.
trashing it.
That's shocking. They trashed the place.
And you know what else they're doing? You know what else they've been doing? Attacking police officers.
Yep.
Mm.
New York still has police officers. Beak says, I think they want to keep the illegals in red states because they think they'll vote Democrat and affect that vote. If they're shipped to blue states and vote, it won't affect anything. That is
that's something they
that is
do.
accurate as to what they think. Yes,
Yeah,
but
that's not the reality, though.
problem is that's like most of the guys coming from other countries, particularly like very heavily, religious and family-oriented countries, are not going to vote blue.
They're not.
Well,
and
actually,
also,
that's not true.
They
That's-
voted
that's-
for
that's
Trump
not true.
last
They
time.
do. They do vote blue because the majority of them aren't like them. Okay, the ones who come in legally typically vote red. The ones who come illegally typically vote blue because they think that the Democrats are going to provide them with protection from getting deported.
Yeah.
They don't vote blue because they actually are about the values, that they love the values. They do it for
But
their own
what's
protection.
going on right now, though? They're not. The Democrats it's a tough sell for the Democrats now. Maybe they would have done that in 2020, but I don't think they're going to do that in 2024 because of the last 4 years.
People would do anything to protect their own asses.
Yeah,
that's
Well,
very true.
And they
But do they think
the
that the Democrats are going to protect their asses?
They do. They very much do.
Speaking of protecting their own asses, JV's got to scoot on out of here.
Yep.
The Cape
he's got to
Crusaders
do that
at your
Taylor
door.
Swifting a little bit. So
Well, hey.
Taylor Swifting.
I mean,
do
I gotta
pimp your shit.
I gotta
Do
go.
pimp your shit, please.
I gotta go memes
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, we actually should probably close out. We are almost at 3.5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So
Time
You
flies
guys
when you're
talk too
having
much.
fun.
That's the problem.
So I'll start, and then I'll scoot. First off, thank you for having me on. Thank you for everyone in the panel that was in the chat, leaving Richard and Beak there to fend for themselves. That was fine. I might be on Sunday noon Pacific over with Wookie Be Bad, but streaming I will be Monday talking Game of Thrones over on Legion Talk, season 5, episode 4. Thursday, Roman of the Empire, talking about the 5th episode of Ahsoka. And then Friday, back again, lead you talk for Friday night's Royal Rumble. Again, thank you for having me. I'm gonna head on out and just say toodles.
Bye, JV.
Good night.
Peace.
Good
Thanks
night,
for coming,
JV.
man. All right.
Yeah, stick around,
Happy
Flu, because we need
yeah.
to coordinate. We need to coordinate that.
Yeah.
That thing.
But before we close out, how about Clue? Where can people find you on the interwebs?
I have the Clue channel on YouTube. I haven't uploaded or streamed in a while, but I'm going to get back to it, like starting next week. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. You can also sometimes find him on my channel, like tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magitech Mags.
You can find me on YouTube, Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, Twitter, or Zitter, whatever you want to call it now. But yeah, you can find me in all those spaces. You can find me all over the place. It seems like everywhere all at once. And I will see everybody around.
Yeah, you're always welcome, Max.
Thank you.
Yep.
Peace.
Amira, would you care to plug your stuff, or are we gonna go incognito?
Mm-mm.
No, incognito. Okay, know me.
You can find me on OnlyFans, though. You can find me on OnlyFans at Your Lioness Sex Site. What?
Only lioness, huh?
Only lion.
Okay. Know me. What you got?
Well, I'm drawing a blank right now, but I will be on the Game of Thrones stream with Joker voice on Monday, and then Thursday.
Oh yes, thank you, Nami.
Thursday, you can catch me and Mags on Dames and Dorks, our bi-weekly discussion of current topics, pop culture, film, shows, whatever is out there, the girls will talk about it. So you'll catch us on that. Let's see. And then Friday again for Friday Night Royal Rumble. And you can catch me at Know Me Without You on Twitter and YouTube. I drew a blank because I'm starting to fall asleep. My brain is telling me to close your eyes now.
Fair enough. Larry, what do you got?
You guys can catch me here next week, right here with my co-hosts on Abyssal Musings. You can catch me, well, for me today, later on Screaming Into the Void, and you can always catch me as well in the chat of the world famous Lioness Exiled Amira. You can always catch me in the chat when she streams.
Or in the naughty corner.
You could take the scream off the flaming
Yeah, seriously.
truck.
Yeah, no, me. Seriously.
Fair enough. All right. Well.
Okay, good night.
Does that bring it to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously, if you're here, you know that I am Samuel the Infamous from the channel Samuel the Infamous. We do live streams throughout the weekend. Abyssal Musings Friday nights, Screaming to the Void Saturday afternoons, and Star Trek Engage on Sunday afternoons. You can also find me usually backstage helping out on the Lioness Exile channels on weekends and whenever she pops up on the internet. Sometimes you'll find me on the Renaissance Nerds channel on Mondays and Legion Talk on Fridays. Other than that, this is pretty much it. This is what we do. Occasional game streams. Come on by, hang out. For those of you in the chat who did, thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for playing along with the quizzes and hanging out with us tonight. And all that said, remember, it could be worse. It could be raining flaming cobras. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
What is it you